from the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Alessia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow! You just won $1,000.
Amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show.
Podcast.
All right, Gracie.
Hey.
Okay. So what's going on? It was your birthday when?
December 3rd.
Okay, so happy belated birthday.
Thanks.
And you tried to get a hold of us all sorts of different ways, right?
Yeah, I tried texting you, calling,
Yeah.
Twittering.
Yeah.
Because all I want for my birthday is for you guys to sing happy birthday to me.
Wait, how old are you, Gracie?
I'm 18.
18.
Oh, wow. Huge birthday.
Yeah.
What are you doing to celebrate?
I went karaokeing with my friends.
Yeah. Oh, what's your karaoke song?
I don't want to, I'm good with karaoke and, I sing. So I 100% smashed I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston.
Get out of here. Hold on, Gracie.
Bull.
Hold on a second.
You can call it bull, but bull ain't picking up.
Well, hold on a second here, Gracie. Gracie, you're just chilling, hon. Hold on.
So do you know the words, though, Gracie?
Not in front of me.
'Cause I was going to get you to sing some of it right now for us.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, go for it.
Hold on.
You know how this works, Gracie. You wanted to call in on the show and be a part of the show. This is the show.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Are you going to get your lyrics?
Yeah.
Yeah, go get some lyrics.
It's low. The beginning is low for me, so it will sound horrible.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I got it. Can we sweep?
God.
I'm
Gracie?
sorry. Can we switch, flip to the chorus?
Fast forward a little bit, Mocha.
Oh, I can't do it in the morning.
You're demanding. Okay, hold on. Okay.
All right.
Okay, do you know the part from Bittersweet Memories?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bittersweet. All right, so we're going to start from there, okay?
Okay.
And
Okay, and hold on. Right here.
Bittersweet memories. That is all I'm taking with me.
You got to stay on beat, Gracie.
I can't hear it.
So goodbye.
Please
Don't cry.
We both know I'm not what you need.
You're missing the best part, Gracie.
I can't hear
Oh
it.
my God! And I will always love you.
wind it back.
Gracie, this is the worst birthday ever.
Okay,
You're
wind
screwing
it-
up your own 18th
Cool.
birthday.
You got to hit the chorus.
I turned my phone up.
Okay, yeah, good, go. Okay.
Okay, Gracie. So I'm gonna get to
Yeah.
the part where you gotta give it your all, crazy loud. I will always love you.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready? So you have
Yeah.
about a 10-second lead up here to that big part.
Okay.
Okay. Happiness. But above all this,
Okay.
I
Here we
wish
go.
you love. And then the big part right here. Gracie, go for it.
And I will always love you. And I will always love you.
All right, happy birthday,
Well, we
Gracie.
love you, Gracie.
Thanks.
All right,
All
doll.
right, have a happy birthday.
Wait, where's my happy birthday?
Ran out of time. You took
you
too
took up all
long.
the time singing Whitney Houston.
Ah!
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So we've said many times that the best charity is anonymous charity,
Agreed.
especially around the holidays. And when you have the opportunity to do something nice or kind, as small as even tiny little things, you don't do it to be the hero. You don't do it to be thanked. You just do it.
And move on with your life.
Yeah, and then it is up to you to just know that you did it, and maybe you affected somebody's life in a positive way. You made it a little bit easier, a little bit better for one brief moment, and then that just makes the world a better place. And if we all just did that a little more often, the world itself would be a much better place by not asking for credit for every single thing that we do. So in the holiday spirit...
Yeah.
Damnit Maurie this morning. Come in here, Maurie. Damnit Maurie this morning. Because he had mentioned that he would like to do this at some point, which is at the drive-thru when you pay it forward.
Oh,
When
okay,
you're at the drive-thru and you pay for the guy's order who's behind you.
Sure.
Right? Which is a very generous thing to do for somebody. It's great. Everybody loves that. It's always
It's a nice
wonderful.
surprise.
It's a nice surprise. So I assume what happened was Maury paid for somebody's order and then left. And then when the guy behind him went up to the window, Maury decides to take the best charity is anonymous charity to the next level by doing this.
Hey, buddy, how are you? I'm Maury from Kiss 92.5. I just wanted to let you know I felt the holiday spirit. I paid for your order.
Oh, I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, like a holiday feel-good kind of moment.
Thank you. It is.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
just thought I should tell you in case you wanted to say thank you.
I really appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Isn't that great of me?
It is, man. Thanks.
Doesn't that make me look like a great person?
You are a great person.
Because I paid for your order.
No, really. You look like a great person.
Amazing. Well, Merry Christmas.
To you too, man.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Right?
Oh,
Doesn't that just warm the heart?
my goodness.
Doesn't that warm the heart?
Dude.
Doesn't that?
What?
Why would you do that?
No,
Isn't that
because if the
wonderful?
person in the drive-thru window said that guy paid for your order and all he sees is my black car driving away, he's not
Yeah.
going to know who did that.
Who cares?
Yeah.
That's why it's called anonymous.
I know, but
Isn't that
what?
wonderful, though?
But what if he's thinking somebody else did it? I would hate for that person to get the credit.
Exactly.
I just wanted to make sure he had that opportunity.
Dude, you are like next level. Like,
I at
hope
least paid for his order.
everybody
That's the nice
listening
part.
right now. Everybody listening right now.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say is now you know.
Right. Yeah.
But hold on, I did pay for his order. I didn't ask for
now you
I didn't
know.
ask for a receipt so I can expense it.
Now you know.
Yeah. Now
That's all
you
I'm
know.
going to say.
Yeah.
All right?
You're welcome.
Take it for what it is,
Yeah.
but when you ask Roz and I certain questions,
Yeah. Why?
why?
Yeah.
Now you know.
Now you know. You're right.
And you're welcome.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Saturday night. UFC 231 went down.
Dun, dun, dun.
Holloway, Ortega. Drake was there.
Oh, yeah?
I saw the UFC on their Instagram posted a picture of Drake backstage. But more importantly, Damnit Maurie's Granny was there.
Yeah. This is
And-
not her first time.
This is her, I believe, her fourth,
Yeah.
right?
Loves the UFC.
Anytime UFC is in Toronto, Granny is there, sitting right next to the octagon. I'm surprised they haven't hired her yet to do commentary next to Joe Rogan. Or replace.
She's great at commentary. She's got a
fantastic.
real sense of it, too. A
Yeah.
real sense of it.
She knows what's going on. Granny inside Scotiabank Arena for UFC 231. Here we go.
Hi, everybody. It's Granny. We're here to see the UFC fight number 231. And this is the main bout that we're about to see with Max Holloway and Brian Ortega. Okay, here we go. And, oh, there you are. That's nice. They sort of reach out and touch their gloves. Kind of a friendly gesture before they start pummeling each other. Oh, that was a punch on the jaw. And then they punch each other in the ribs. I don't know if they're allowed to do that. And a little bit of kicking starting now. I never know how they keep their balance when they lift a leg to kick the other person. I don't know how they have any brains left because they must get hit in the head so often. A lot of them are wearing really cute shorts. They've got slits up the sides, and you can see they're tighty whities, except they're tighty blackies. Oh, Ortega's really taking some punches in the face. I think he's got a nosebleed. Ouch. And Holloway still, I think he kicked him in the head. But I can't help it. This is very exciting. There he is. Oh, he's got him down on the ground. They're up against the fence. Oh, no. Oh, he wiggled out of that. He wiggled out of it so nicely. I bet he's got a real headache now. And now everybody's shouting away. There they go. They're on the mat. Oh, my God, they're down on the mat. Oh, Holloway's punching him in the head. You know who won? Holloway! Oh, my gosh. And he jumped right out of the octagon. He jumped right over. And you know who's here? Holloway's little boy. And he came down to give his little son a big hug. Aww. I don't know how old he is. Maybe about 6 or 7. A little guy. It was kind of beautiful, you know.
Granny, everybody!
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I know I hate talking about dreams. You know I hate talking about dreams, but I have to bring this up.
You had a dream.
No, I didn't have a dream.
We talking about your dream?
No, I didn't have a dream. But you know when you have, I don't know, those dreams?
Like flying and stuff?
No. You know what I mean. Look at me. I'm going to wink at you. Those dreams.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Okay. So they've done a study on who you co-star with in those dreams when you have those dreams. Okay. So when it comes to those dreams,
yeah,
who do people most likely co-star with in those dreams?
Celebrities.
A celebrity is number 5 on the list. 24% for men, 22% for women.
Can I guess another one?
Yes.
A coworker.
A coworker is number 4 on the list. 30% for men. Maury. It's the holidays. Don't ruin Christmas now.
Okay, so
17% of women a coworker, by the way. Number 4 on the list for those dreams.
an X. Is an X on there?
Number 2 on the list is an X. 31% of men, 25%
What about your significant other, the person that you're with?
The current partner, your current partner is number 1 on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, what are we missing then? Number 3.
Oh, I'm going to say like gardener.
Okay, so a teacher is at number 8.
Yeah.
Your best friend is at number 7.
Okay, weird.
An attractive stranger, just somebody you saw maybe on the bus one day.
Or the guy taking out the trash.
No, not the guy that lives down the hall, Maury. That would be a neighbor. A celebrity at number 5, a coworker at number 4, a random friend. I don't know what that would be. Maybe like a friend of somebody that you know.
I don't know. What is that, Maury?
A random friend, the guy taking out the garbage.
Maury got this smirk on his face as you're telling this story.
Sorry, what's number 4 again?
Okay, number 4 is a coworker.
That's right.
Maury. Stop it. So sexy, Maury.
I know.
Just please, just keep making that noise, Maury.
So hot, dude.
All your dreams will come true.
I can't wait to dream about you tonight.
You just keep making that noise more. An X at number 2, and as Mocha had said, your current partner at number 1. I'm imagining at some point in Maury's life, those two things will be the same thing, only flipped.
No.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix? Roz and Mocha got you.
Hi, Kennelyn.
Hi.
Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. Thanks. How are you?
Good, thank you. All right, Kennelyn, how old are you?
30.
Okay.
30. So, Kennelyn, beautiful name, by the way.
Thank you.
You wrote us, FML, Fix My Life. Hi, Roz and Mocha. Do you help people with breakups? Oh, do we? I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years, and I've broken up with him twice, last November and this past summer. Every time we break up, he always manages to convince me to get back together, and things would be good for a little bit, and then go back to me wanting to break it off again. I'm 30 and don't want to waste any more of my time in a dying relationship.
Kenlyn, so you guys broke up recently in the summertime. Are you back together now? I assume so, right?
Yes.
How quickly did you get back together after you broke up?
I think it was like just over a month.
And who broke up with who? You broke up with him or he broke up with you?
No, I did.
Okay. And why did you break up with him at that time?
I just felt like I wasn't that into him anymore that much. I just, like I'm always the type of person to be wanting to pursue my goals. Mm-hmm. And I just felt like he wasn't doing the same with his life. Like he kept wanting to put off some of his goals, especially when it comes to career and stuff like that. So
is he older or younger?
Yeah. He's older. He's 35.
All right. And the first time you guys broke up, you broke up with him?
Yes.
And what was the reason for that?
That was because I thought he wasn't really into the relationship anymore. Like he was kind of being cold towards me.
Mm-hmm. And what does he say? So when you guys break up and you get back together, what is it that he says to you that convinces you to get back with him?
He would say like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna try and do better. I know, like I just want to make you happy. You're the one for me. But then when it really comes down to it, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, I'll give you another chance. And then he'll start, working on his career and stuff.
So it's not,
which I like.
So it's not like somebody cheated, or it's not like you guys fight, or it's not like you're breaking him because you're breaking up with him because you think he's a bit of a loser, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
He doesn't have the same life goals that you do.
So what are your expectations?
Well, I want him to finally get a career that he actually enjoys. And then also, I guess a while back, I told him that my goals were, maybe by this time I'd want to, move out or start a family or something. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't seem like that's the direction that we'll be going.
So you have your goals and he has his
Mm-hmm.
goals. But did you guys have common goals? Because when you just sit here and say, I told him what my goals were, that's very alienating in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
What were your shared goals?
I don't know.
Okay,
I think
you had no shared goals.
Yeah, but that was actually part of why we would get back together, because then when I told him we would talk after we break up, and I know Roz is always like, no, you can't talk when you're broken up. You have to just completely cut it off. Complete break. But and then he would say, no, I want those same things too. I want to move out with you. I want to take the next step in our relationship, but it's there's no actions to what he's saying.
Do you make more money than he does?
I think so.
Yeah, okay. And that bothers you a bit?
No, not so much. I mean, I just recently started making more money than he does because I just became full-time.
It doesn't, it doesn't sound like... Do you love him? No, you don't love him.
I think I just fell out of love with him, so... I don't know. And then now I feel bad.
Yeah, okay. So you're dealing with... Your question isn't how do you break up with somebody. Your question is how do you deal with guilt after dumping somebody because you want to dump somebody.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, okay. Now that we got to that, clean break. Mo, can I say this all the time? Yeah. When you're going to break up with somebody, clean break. Stop following them on social. Make sure they can't follow you. You both need the time. And it's not done in any sort of malicious, rude, or vengeful way. It's just to allow yourselves to build a life without the other person. That doesn't mean that it's a clean break forever. It doesn't mean that you can't one day start talking again. It just, you got to make this as easy for both hearts while this is happening. Okay, so number one, clean break.
Oh, number two, no breakup sex.
No breakup sex.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The way she said that, she's like done it before.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We all know that one more time. No, there's no one for the road. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just the clean break gets really hard for us because our best friends are married, so we're all in the kind of same group of friends.
Yeah, well, guess what?
You got to figure that out. You're a 30-year-old woman.
Yep.
Okay.
This sounds like a you problem, not a him problem.
What do you mean?
Meaning that these are all your issues.
Yeah.
And they're easily fixable.
Right? It's not the guy. Okay. It's not him. Like, you put all this, like, you have your life plan and no shared life plan, but yet you expect so much from him that you are at the point of now where you feel like you've wasted time and years and don't want him in your life because he's a loser. Like, that's a you problem. It's not a him problem. He can live his life. He's free. If you're not willing to just like build dreams and goals and everything else together, you seem like you're awesome and like super driven and everything else. That's great. Those are all fantastic qualities. But when you are with somebody and you have no sort of common aspirations together as a couple, and you're not even sure you're in love with them, now you're not even sure that you're that much into him, move on. Move on. Deal with the guilt. That's what happens. You feel terrible when you dump somebody. We've all done it. It gets better.
Okay.
All right, Kenilyn?
Yes, that's good.
And also,
no breakup sex.
Right.
She knew. All right, Kenilyn, thanks very much.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye, honey.
Bye.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life, only on Kiss.
Club Class with Air Transat. When you purchase a Club Class seat on Air Transat, you get more privileges like complimentary seat selection, 2-piece baggage allowance, which is like massive, rapid check-in counter, and priority boarding and baggage service.
Now, it's the experience in Club Class that is, you can't even really put words to. I've flown business class in many different airlines.
Yeah.
And Club Class with Air Transat is the most personable, comfortable place that I've ever sat on a plane.
Sure.
Yeah. Roxy didn't even realize we were in the air. We were 90 minutes into a flight. She didn't even realize we were flying.
Because you got them extra wide leather seats, right?
So nice.
So comfortable. Lots of leg room. Personalized service. Superior wine.
Yeah.
Choice of gourmet meals by Quebec chef Daniel Vazina. Listen, you want to learn more about Club Class? You want to be a big shot? And it's super affordable, too. Go to airtransat.com.
Let's take a phone call.
Hi, it's Roz Mocha.
Hey, guys. It's Madison calling. I've spoke to you guys before. I've been a huge fan for a while.
Oh, what's up, Madison? Welcome back.
Thank you. It's been about 6 years I've been listening to you guys, and don't make me choose a favorite, but it's my birthday today.
Happy birthday, Madison. Between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Hey! No, but I was wondering if you guys can play a game.
Sure. How about this game? Who's your favorite?
That's not a fun game for me.
Oh, it's very fun for us. Between Roz and Mocha, Madison, who's your favorite?
Okay, I'm going to have to choose Roz because...
All right, have a wicked day. Thank you very much for listening.
He's a super cool dude, or he's a smooth, cool dude.
Yeah, way to screw that up, Madison.
All right.
Try and hurt me.
So what is what's your request, your game request?
Well, if you guys have anything planned out for 5 and 7, that's my favorite game.
Oh, is it? All right, cool. Hey, by the way, have you voted at kiss925.com yet for the Roz and Mocha Fans Choice Awards?
Yes, and I'm all caught up on the podcast, too.
Oh,
You have
wow.
no idea. Like,
Okay,
I
so-
fangirl every time I speak to you guys.
one of the categories is Best Game. 5 and 7, Mouth Charades, and Pinched are all nominated there, and your vote was for what?
For 5 and 7.
Wow.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So we're going to award the winner in a big, crazy award show style special by the end of the year.
Perfect. Sounds great.
All right, Madison, just for you and for your birthday, give us a minute. We're going to get everything set up, and we're going to play 5 and 7, okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
All
Love
right,
you
love.
guys.
Happy birthday!
Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Okay, so by request, gentlemen,
Yes.
would you like to play 5 and 7?
This is 5 in 7.
Okay, very easy. Damnit Maurie, good morning. Good morning. We will ask you to name 5 things. You have 7 seconds to name those 5 things. Mocha will be the official timekeeper and judge.
I would like to point out, if this is your first time listening to the Roz Mocha original game 5 and 7, when Damnit Maurie gets something correct, you will hear this.
Winner.
When Damnit Maurie gets something incorrect, you will hear this.
Loser.
Can we
In
just
the
change that
history
to wrong?
of the Roz and Mocha show, we have never had to play.
Winner.
Right. It's true. Damnit Maurie, are you ready? Maury, name 5 birds we eat.
Chicken. Birds. What do we eat that's a bird? Other than a chicken.
Loser.
What do you eat at Thanksgiving, bro?
Turkey.
Goose?
Ew. Who
What?
eats goose?
Duck? People eat duck.
Oh, yeah.
Pheasant?
Nope.
No. Why'd you look at me like you heard that word for the first time just now?
He's like, you're making that up.
Okay, Maury, moving on. Name 5 body parts that start with F.
Okay, face. F.
Loser.
Wow.
What's this?
Finger.
What's this?
Foot. Oh my god.
I didn't even give you this. What's this?
Fist.
Fist.
And I was going to say fanned.
Right. Fanned? Where's your fanned on your body?
But
Point
it's
to
actually
it.
hand.
Oh.
Your face.
What's this right here?
Forehand.
Right. All right.
Oh my God.
What's this? What's this?
Skin.
No.
Fin. Flab.
Not flag. How dare you?
That's so insulting. That is so insulting.
No, I was not pointing to flab. Maury, what is this right here?
Fling. Fling.
Flash.
That took way longer than it should have. It really did. Flab.
Okay, next.
Maury, name 5 words that rhyme with balloon.
Balloon, spittoon, faroon, balloon, groon.
Loser.
Okay.
What's a falloon?
What's a falloon?
I don't know. You tell me.
No, seriously, what's a falloon? What would that look like?
A falloon? It's kind of like you ride it as a bicycle and bubbles come at the top.
That sounds like the thingamajigger from Cat in the Hat, bro.
Okay, Maury, I would have given you buffoon.
Oh.
Cartoon.
Yep.
Doubloon.
Well, don't go. Sure.
Harpoon.
Baboon.
Baboon.
Yeah.
Okay. Finally, Maury, are you ready? Mm-hmm. Maury, say yes in 5 different languages.
We. Yes. And.
Loser.
Okay. You got yes.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to try one more time?
I said we.
Yeah. You want to try one more time? Maury, say yes in 5 different languages.
We.
Yeah.
Yes. Ye.
Loser.
Question.
Yeah.
What language is hello? Ye.
Yes.
Yes. Ye. Like Spanish?
No, that would be C.
Oh.
What is the F for? Like, I got it wrong or you got it wrong? 'Cause I certainly didn't get it wrong. Okay, you got yes.
Uh-huh. And did I not get we?
You got we. How do you spell we?
W-E-E-E-E-E.
Right. C. You got that. I thought for sure you were going to get Portuguese, no? Do you know how to say yes in Portuguese?
I know how to say thank you in Portuguese.
Which is?
Obrigado.
Right. What about Russian? We all know niet and da, right?
Oh, okay, yes.
So which is which?
Niet.
No.
What about hola?
Oh,
no,
like,
yes, saying yes, not
Oh,
hello.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, no, yes.
No. That's why you play 5 and 7.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, did you see this Julia Roberts typo in a local newspaper?
No, what happened?
In New York? Okay, so they do a feature on Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
And-
In New York?
Well, like New York State.
Oh.
I'm guessing somewhere. I don't think it's New York.
Somewhere small.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the New York Post or something like that.
No.
Okay.
And the headline reads, Julia Roberts finds life and her holes get better with age.
Julia Roberts finds life and her holes get better
with age.
Okay, hold on. What do they mean to write?
Yes.
Julia Roberts
Finds life
and
her holes get better with age.
And her. I don't know.
They meant to say rolls.
Rolls.
Right.
Okay.
But the R and the H are not beside each other on a keyboard.
No, they're not.
Right. So
ROLES.
I like to assume so maybe they meant holes, but I don't think they did because they posted a retraction the next day, which I'm sure somebody spell checked and went over that 19 times before they said, we meant rolls.
Holes get better with age.
Julia Roberts finds life and her holes get better with age. Man, that is one of those unfortunate, really unfortunate. You remember Maurie's?
I was just going to say, I think the most unfortunate is what happened with Damnit Maurie.
There's two oversights that are really have a big place in my heart. One was the Damnit Maurie one, which was early on when Maurie was here, like within like your first year or something like that. We did an interview on this show. There was a video that went viral of a dad who was in the delivery room with his wife, and the heart monitor was going off that was attached to the baby.
Oh, I have it here.
Oh, you do? And it was and it was beeping, and he was freestyle rapping over the baby's heart monitor.
On the microphone, heart murmur. Dilated. Cervix. What you doing? Serve it. Have a baby.
Right. Okay, so it went viral. It was completely adorable. Yeah. And we interviewed the guy, the dad. And then at that time, what would happen was Maurie would take the interviews that we did, write up the press release, everything else, and then send them out into the world. And in this case, was the entire company across the country. Yeah. That we
big company
that we work for.
55 radio stations.
Yeah,
that our company owns.
Thousands of people is what we're talking about here.
Thousands.
And so, because we had done the interview with the rapping dad, and Maurie attaches that audio clip of the interview and sends it out to everybody. But the headline was Roz and Mocha do heartfelt interview with raping dad.
Man. I had never seen a look of worry on Damnit Maurie's face faster after you hear it send and it goes
that time we did that interview that brought everybody to tears with the raping dad. So I would say raping dad is one of my favorite spelling mistakes, just because it was just, and Maurie got trolled by every single person who he sent that email to for about a year.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
The emails kept going off, bro.
So the Julia Roberts finds life and her holes get better with age. That's another great one. But do you remember Susan Boyle? You remember when they used that hashtag? Susan Boyle won the Britain's Got Talent years ago.
Oh, right. Fantastic voice.
And it was a viral video. She went like everybody.
She was like an older lady, and she had this amazing voice.
Exactly. And so at the time when they were trying to release her album was sort of early on in the world of hashtags and Twitter, where everybody needed a hashtag in order to get something trending and get something going. And so the hashtag that they used when Susan Boyle released her album was Susan Album Party.
Perfect.
Right? Which is perfect. Hashtag Susan Album Party.
Yeah.
But when you look at Susan Album Party, it also reads Sue's Anal Bum Party. So everybody,
no, everybody, Susan Boyle.
Everybody was on Twitter going, "What in the hell is Sue's Anal Bum Party?"
Oh my God!
Yeah. Oh, those. Oh, jeez, man.
Very unfortunate.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix? Roz and Mocha got you.
Holly.
Hi, Mocha. How are you?
Good. Roz is here as well.
Of course he is. Hi, Roz.
Hi,
Holly, let's start with, how old are you?
I'm 32.
And are you married? Do you have kids?
I have kids, but I'm not married.
Before we get to what you wrote us here, we get a lot of these where people call in and they think that maybe they need help, but I'm guessing that they just need like a kick in the butt or a nudge, maybe a nudge.
Yeah.
So here, let's read this. If you had a job that you loved, where your bosses were like family, but you were offered an interview for another job in your field that is 10 minutes from your house and almost double your salary, would you go for the interview? Your bosses are aware that you were offered the interview, by the way. I'm not suggesting going behind their backs. Please help.
So what is the dilemma, Holly? Because it sounds to us like this job offer is absolutely perfect for you. And the reason why I asked age and like if you had any kids is because to me, at least, this new opportunity sounds like it would be beyond perfect for your family.
I'm sure it would be, and I've tried to factor in everything, but I feel really, really bad by going. I kind of feel like I am sort of betraying my bosses if I go.
Sure.
And I feel really bad about that because these guys have helped me out numerous times in the past, and like I said, they're like family to me.
Okay, so the company that you work for now, do you eventually want to run it one day?
I don't think that's possible unless I go to law school.
Okay, so you will always be working for somebody?
Yes.
Okay, so if that's the case, your bosses know that already?
Yes.
Okay, so you're always going to be working for somebody, and nobody owes you in life, and this is for you and everybody else. Nobody owes you a career, right? You got to work for that. And you don't owe anybody your life. You're an employee. You got a job. You got mouths to feed. You have to make those decisions. They, believe me, make those decisions for themselves every single day.
That's true.
They do. You work for people. You are helping out somebody else. And I don't know who said this originally, but, I'm going to misquote this. But somebody had said, if you're not working towards your own dream, you're helping somebody else fulfill their dream, right?
Yes.
Not necessarily that this is any sort of dream situation, but for somebody who works for a living 40 hours a week and has a couple of kids and is a single mom, 10 minutes away from your house at double your salary sounds kind of dreamy to me.
Yeah, it's actually been on my list of places I would have wanted to work since I was about 14.
Oh, wow. So, it sounds like you're interested in the other job. What is holding you back from going to that interview and potentially getting that new gig?
I guess, like I said, I just feel bad. I feel like I'm betraying my current employment.
But you don't owe them that, though.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't owe them that. I mean, I get that you feel bad and you like them and they've treated you well and helped you out and everything else, but you owe them no more than that.
Okay, so I guess I should step out of my comfort zone and go to the interview.
Yeah. No, nobody's going to be upset with you for, my God, if you have a boss right now and you told them, hey, listen, I love it here. I love you guys, but you know my situation. You've been so great to me. But I get an opportunity to work 10 minutes away from my house, making double what you guys pay me. They would be monsters to make you feel bad about that.
Oh, no, I don't think they would ever make me feel bad about it. Actually, one of them has said to me, if you don't go for the interview, you're kind of being stupid.
Well, then what does it matter with you? What do you need our help for then, Holly? What the hell?
Well, because I feel bad.
Okay, the guy who called you stupid, you like him?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because I'm about to call you stupid, too.
Damn.
And Mocha's next.
I don't like calling people stupid, but Holly, you're kind of being stupid right now.
Holly.
Go take that other interview. Go get that job. Do what's best for you and your family. 10 minutes away from home, almost doubling your salary. This is not an opportunity that you want to let pass you by because you feel bad.
Okay, you're right.
Did they come to you or did you go to them?
Well, I had submitted my application months ago.
Yeah.
And they just called me.
Okay.
Holly,
listen,
come
they think you're hot stuff, Holly, okay?
Okay, go make that phone call.
Okay, I'm going to go to the interview.
Holly.
Thank God.
Oh, my God, this is frustrating.
Holly, stop being stupid.
All right.
Okay.
I will go for the interview.
Listen, we love you and want nothing but the best for you, but you gotta go for it.
All right.
Okay?
All right, you got this, Holly. We believe in you.
Well, I'm glad you do, because now I'm scared.
No, don't be
Don't
scared.
be scared. You got this.
They think you're
kidding me?
hot stuff.
Hell
They
yeah.
called you back.
You walk in there, head held up high, confidence. Just kill it, Holly.
All right. I
All right?
will.
You got this. You're going to do this.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
And you're going to be great at it.
Thank you.
All right? Love you lots, Holly.
Love you guys too.
Okay, bye. You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. It was frustrating.
Stressed out.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life. Only on Kiss.
Hi, it's Roz Mocha. What's going on?
Hey, it's Jeremy, and I have my daughter Madison in the car. She's 16 today.
Hey, happy birthday, Madison.
She's not very happy. She has a test. She's not feeling well. I'm making her go to school, and I told her I will sing her happy birthday live on the radio.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Okay.
All right. Well, Jeremy, go for it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Jeremy,
Madison.
no, come
What's the matter
on.
with you?
This is your daughter's 16th birthday. The poor girl is sick, and she got a test, and you're making her go to school.
So you want a nice long rendition?
No, we want like a nice heartfelt father-to-daughter happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my beautiful Madison. Happy birthday to you.
Madison, no offense, but your old man's a jabroni. We're going to sing to you.
Yeah.
Maurie, get
Thanks
in
so
here.
much, guys. keep doing what you're doing.
No, you shush. Hold on. Give us a second.
Okay.
Hey, Madison, you can still hear us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Your dad's like a phone hog on your birthday. It's your birthday, and we've only talked to your father.
Yeah. It's not your day to shine,
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Okay, I'm going to be quiet, I promise.
Yeah. Okay. Just do that. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Madison. Happy birthday to Happy birthday, Madison. Sorry your dad sucks.
Take care, guys. Have a great day.
Later, homie.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I don't often kind of
smile. We know.
Stop it. What is the matter with you? I'm going through a list of things, topics you're not supposed to touch at Christmas when you have guests over, when you have family over.
Okay, I'm gonna guess. Can I guess two?
Okay, yeah.
Politics and religion.
Yeah, those are two. Those are on there. Yeah.
Sex.
No, you can feel free to talk about sex. I don't agree with this. I like knowing how everybody feels about stuff because I like stirring the pot. I like knowing.
Sure do.
Yeah, I mean, I like knowing. Usually when
But
people
that's
come.
exactly why they don't want them to come up, because they don't want tension at Christmas is about warmth and fuzzies.
When you come to my house at Christmas, you underneath your plate, you
I
get
would
a,
love
you get,
to, by
you get
the
a
way.
card that you pull out and in a pen where your soup spoon is, and you have to fill it out. And I need to know everybody's opinion on abortion and ISIS before I'll even serve them food.
followed by household income.
Yeah, and also household income, because money is number 4 on the list. I need to know how much you make.
You're like freaking Stats Canada.
Right? Yeah, I do. I do a census before I do a dinner. I really do. I need to know how much money you make, what your religion is,
your political views.
I need to know all about your political views, right? I need to know all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Before I'll serve you dinner, because I like those conversations. I like when people debate at my table. I really do. It drives Catherine crazy.
Yeah, of course.
I have to have
love
a table full of good debaters, right? That's the thing.
Not necessarily.
No, but some
not
people,
necessarily.
no, some people can debate.
Yeah.
Some people just get angry and offended, and it just ruins
and that's
everything.
where the party really starts.
Yes, you're not allowed to get offended. You're not allowed to get offended, because I'm from the time where I grew up, where my great
Back
friends
in the day.
My great friends, well, not back in the day, but this isn't even that long ago. Like, my great friends that I had that were lifelong friends, we disagreed on just about everything.
Yeah.
But we would have these arguments and these debates, but I'm like, you're still a great guy and I love you to death and we're going to be friends for life. You can't do that anymore. People don't have friends that they don't agree with on things.
Yeah.
Right? They don't because
These are too many problems.
No, because
it gets too personal.
Yes, because it's divided now. The way that the world is divided now is that if you don't agree with me, it's not that we have a difference of opinions. It's that I'm a good person and you're not. That's how it is, right? It's whether you're a good person or not. And I find that really harsh, because I think that you should be allowed to disagree on certain things. So when you come to my house, Maury, hypothetically speaking, I need to know. I need to know everything.
Hey, at least I get to sit outside every morning.
Okay, but so here's the 5 things you're not supposed to talk about at the table when people come over. At number 5, life changes since last year, including changes in people's weight or relationship status.
Oh, wow.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
I can't talk.
Wow.
Please. But what if they were fat last year and now they're not? Can you not talk about how that is?
I think you could.
Can't.
You could say, "Oh, you look great," and let them bring it up.
Right.
I think you could. I have an aunt who will be like, she's just like no holds barred.
Yeah.
We'll see her at family functions like once in a while, and that thick Guyanese accent would pop out, and she'd be like you put on weight. I'm like, yes, thank you. I have been eating pizza a little bit more often during the week than normal.
Yeah. Number 4 on the list, money you're not supposed to talk about. Number 3 on the list, religion. Number 2 on the list, people's personal lives.
Really?
No.
Well, what else are you supposed to talk about?
Well, certainly not politics, because that's number 1. It's 68% of things you're not supposed to talk about over the holidays with family.
Damn. Maury, get ready for that invite to Roz's place.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hi there. This is the Roz Mocha Show. You've reached
Hey,
Roz Mocha.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
What is your name?
My name's Max. I talked to you guys about like a month ago about Back to the Future.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's your favorite movie.
Yeah. So on the podcast, you guys talked about how you guys don't have any rituals. I can name 3 you guys all do.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, well, you guys roast Maurie every morning. Well, Roz does like a blink of the eye.
Okay.
Everybody calls, and then Roz is a smooth, cool dude.
Well, that's not really a ritual that I partake in, jackass.
It's true.
Well, still a good one.
All right.
And this is kind of a weird one that I remember, but Roz, you say you sit on the toilet for like a really long time every single morning.
Okay. Yeah, I was having a great day up until this kid called.
That is a ritual. Yeah, I guess that would be your morning ritual.
Yeah, my morning ritual. I spent a lot of time on the toilet.
Yeah.
I spent
Before
a
you
lot
get
of
into
time
work. So there you go. That's your morning ritual.
You know, and I never thought, remember I was mortified years ago because I said that Catherine caught me?
Yeah.
And what I meant was that she caught me sitting to go pee.
Yeah.
And then I thought that we were cool with that. I didn't think she minded, right? I thought that she was totally fine, that it didn't affect the way that she looks at me as a sexual being in any sort of way.
Sure.
And so I was in the bathroom over the weekend, and she walked by, and I was standing to go pee.
Yeah.
And she walked by, and she's like, "Oh, that's nice to see."
Like in a condescending kind of way?
Yeah, and I go, what? She's like, I can hear you pee. Like I can hear the pee hitting the water.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah, but I go, what's wrong with the other way? She goes, well, when I walk by and you're just sitting there with your hand between your legs and I hear nothing, it's weird.
Go to the bathroom, which is turn on the faucet for the whole time.
No, Maury, you don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand. I'm in the bathroom, okay, and it's a revolving door of girls coming in and out. It's there's no running a faucet.
Yeah, but at least it'll take away the sound of not peeing.
No, you don't understand. There is she will come in and do her lips. Okay, while I'm in there.
What if there's a smell?
Then that's what you get, and then I get all embarrassed and I say I would like some privacy, please. And then she says, "Well, it's your fault. You're in here for so long."
You're aware that you can lock the door.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
then
they then do what I do, which is use a knife to unlock it?
Wow.
Damn.
No.
This is a better business idea than all of Maurie's. A shirt that just says what Roz says. Maurie, you don't understand.
Right. Wow. Okay.
Wow. Damn, Max.
Have we covered off everything, bro?
Yeah.
Right. Why are you breaking in with a butter knife at home, Maurie?
Because I want to see Matthew in the bath.
For the purpose of what? Like romance
what do you
or murder?
mean?
No, because sometimes if he's taking his calm bath or something like that on a weekend, I'll unlock the door with the knife so I can sit there and talk to him or shampoo his hair for him.
But he locked it because he doesn't want you in there.
I know, but maybe he doesn't know he needs me to shampoo his hair.
So weird. So weird, dude.
Yeah.
Really is.
Again, another shirt.
Yeah.
Thanks, Max.
Okay, see ya.
Later, bro.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is.
Got a problem you can't fix? Roz and Mocha got you.
Hi, Vivian. How's it going?
Mocha, good. How are you?
Good. Roz is here as well.
Hi, Roz.
Hello, Vivian. Okay, so let's go through this with you, okay? Oof.
Sure.
Good one today. FML, guys. FML. Fix My Life. I need help. I have a friend/coworker that is someone I consider a good friend. We spend all our lunches together, hang out after work, and I share all my problems with her. But there's been an issue of late. For the past few months, I have noticed that she will have strong BO. Basically, she stinks. And the other day, I could barely eat my lunch because the smell was so bad. This is odd because she is such a neat freak with everything else in her life. How do I approach this topic? How do I tell her she smells?
So, Vivian, prior to the stinky situation that happened the other day, had you noticed a smell, like a BO smell from your friend before? Or this is like something recent?
Well, I've noticed in the past, I would say maybe a month or so, that's maybe it's gotten a little bit stronger and stronger. So I don't know what's happening or I think everything is going okay in her life. Otherwise, that would stop her from being clean.
Yeah, well, sometimes when it comes to smells, right? you have to before you kind of go all in on this, you have to figure out if it's something maybe that she's dealing with that she can't help, like if it's a medical thing, right? But that's not going to come out unless a conversation happens. Some people will say to leave clues. Some people will say to, broach the topic
like a bar of soap?
Yeah. Some people will, and then some people, will suggest, kind of going in light. I think that there's only one way to do this, and that is especially if they're a friend, which is to just be direct, compassionate, and blunt.
Yeah, like I find it actually harder because she is such a good friend to say something.
Yeah.
I think if it was someone that was kind of a stranger or someone really that I didn't like, I'd be like, yo, you stink.
Yeah. But the thing, Vivian, is that she may appreciate the conversation coming from you. You guys are as good as friends, as you said in your note to us, than to have a stranger tell her. Because she may feel a little bit more offended if someone she didn't have a close relationship with were to say, hey, by the way, you kind of stink.
Yeah, like it's such a hard topic to bring up.
Oh, for
even
sure.
though it's like a good friend.
Yeah. There's a good chance she doesn't even know. And I know what you're saying, which is like, how can you not know when you smell so bad that other people can't even eat food around you? But there's a really, really good chance that she doesn't know. That's why with something like this, you have to be compassionate, but you have to be direct. And there's no sort of beating around the bush. There's no, hey, so, I was thinking, is everything okay in your life? Are you? There's none of that. There's none of that.
Yeah.
Right? Be a friend, be blunt, but be compassionate.
Yeah, like I was thinking because we are very kind of like, we joke around a lot. We joke around with each other. So I don't know if I should just jump in like kind of with like a joke, be like.
Nope,
don't make a joke of it.
Nope.
Okay. No joke.
No joke.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something right now, Vivian, and something to you, Roz, and everybody else.
Yeah.
Because this happened to me the other day.
Okay.
Like this exact same thing, Vivian, happened to me the other day. And I wasn't going to talk about it until like I can hear in your voice right now that you are, struggling with this for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
On the weekend, my wife and I were making out.
Right.
And it was getting pretty intense.
Yeah. Business.
And afterwards, she was like, yo, I don't know what you were doing today, but you stink.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, I didn't want to say anything at the time, but your pits kind of stink.
Yeah.
And like, I felt bad because I was like, I wish you would have told me before. But
yeah,
so I can just jump
she
in the shower.
waited and she told me, and then I hopped in the shower real quick, made myself smell real nice for her.
Yeah, I mean, geez, good for you. Did you? And then round two, right? Because now you're like, now you're a new man.
I'm ready.
Now I'm a new man.
Well, I was doing like stuff like outside.
Yeah,
I was in the garage all day. I was outside all day. And then I didn't even think about it, and I couldn't tell that my pit stink.
I'll tell you, the other thing that you have when you're in this kind of work situation is if it's done the wrong way or if it's the wrong person who's relaying these kind of messages, this can be an HR issue as well.
That's true.
If somebody can spin this into office aggression and bullying if you tell somebody that they smell. So that's why it is good that you are a friend and she considers you a friend, and to just be direct and blunt and compassionate. And that way you sort of avoid those other traps that may be there.
Exactly. So I want to tell her before it kind of snowballs into something bigger.
Yeah, like you're in Mocha's situation. All of a sudden, you guys are making out, and then you have to tell her, right?
I would hate that. Yeah.
Office politics.
Speaking of HR.
Well, Vivian, we hope we helped a little bit.
Oh no, that's fantastic. It's just I was thinking about like going to like the joking route.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
because then you are still then just laughing at her, right? If she jokes, that's fine. If she jokes, that's fine.
Okay.
You don't go in there. Don't go in there trying to be funny about this.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much.
Of course. Take care.
Love ya.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life, only on Kiss.
Hi, this is the Roz and Mocha Show.
Hi, guys. Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Okay. Feeling a little sick, but I'm all right.
Oh, no. It's that time of year.
Yeah. Roz, how you feeling?
Yeah, like hell.
Yeah, I hear you. Listen, it's Diana. You know how Maurie's like acting skills are like on fleek?
First of all, nobody says on fleek anymore.
Hey, listen, I'm saying this because I heard this on the podcast. I thought it was hilarious.
Okay.
He's on point, right? And he's like super great at imitating characters and all this. Now, I wanted to see if he was actually able to imitate or impersonate one of my favorite childhood cartoon characters. Now, I can do a little bit of it, but do you think we can get him to try it?
Well, who is it? Enough with the teasing. That's our job.
Donald Duck.
Oh, okay. Maury, can you do a Donald Duck?
Wait, now, Diana, before you do your impression of Donald Duck, let's hear Damnit Maurie's impression of Donald Duck.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, no.
The hell was that?
Donald Duck.
Try again.
Hold on. That's not Donald Duck. This is Donald Duck.
You have to say something. I
Can you
said
guys-
especially for Donald Duck.
Can you guys actually, bust out a word there while you're doing it?
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I did.
hot
First of all,
shot.
for the
Go
record, I
ahead,
did. I
Diana.
did.
Yes.
Go ahead, Diana. This is your big moment.
Okay.
What'd you
Did
say?
get that?
No.
What'd you say?
Oh, hold on. I'm sick, guys. You gotta bear with me here. Hold on.
Yeah,
What are you saying? I don't even understand.
Well, that's pretty
boy.
good.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
okay.
Okay.
So I'll do his other famous line, succotash.
No.
No, that's not Donald Duck.
Okay. Say,
No,
oh, boy,
that's
Maury.
Daffy Duck. You know what? You sound like Donald Duck when he's really mad and he goes,
That wasn't bad. Whoever did that one.
That was me. I did that one.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
oh my God, you guys.
Yeah. Are you happy now?
I am.
Okay, good.
All right. Thanks, Diana.
What did you just say? Bye-bye.
That sounds like Donald Duck just got shot in the face.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hi, it's Roz Mocha. What's up?
Hey, Roz Mocha, it's Reese.
Hi, Reese. How are you?
Good, how are you guys?
Good. What's going on?
I just wanted to ask Roz something.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
Hey, Roz, when did you teach your kid to cook?
When did I teach my kid to cook? How old are you, Reese?
I'm 10.
You're 10. Roxy could make an omelet and flip it in the pan when she was just before 6. So about 5.
I learned how to make hash browns and scrambled eggs when I was 8.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
Is that like your go-to meal to make on the weekends?
Yeah.
Yes. Rox she's great because she and Catherine bake all the time. So Roxy could go to the pantry, get all the ingredients, and follow one of her cookbooks. And if I left her alone, she could work the oven and everything. She could make a full cake.
Yeah?
On her own. Yeah, 100% she could make a full cake. Yeah.
Yo, I
Yeah.
love cake.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Just saying. Who doesn't love cake? Because I find that when you have a picky kid, and I don't know, Reese, whether you're a picky eater or not.
I'm very picky.
When you're dealing with a kid who's a picky eater, I find that kids will most likely eat what they cook because there's a sense of pride to it. And
yeah, I heard you say that on the podcast.
Yeah.
I was like, totally right.
Yeah, and it is. And I would recommend that to anybody. I don't like to do a ton of parenting tips and stuff like that, but you got to eat and you want your kids to love good food. And it's the same reason why I started Roxy on super spicy food when she was an infant. When she was in a high chair, she was eating spice.
Yeah.
Because I never wanted to have the kid that picked pieces of pepper, out of mashed potatoes. Sure. Because it was too spicy.
I like spice. I
Yeah.
just don't like the plain taste of pepper. Like, if you don't buy, red peppers,
Yeah.
if you buy those and just put it on if you just put it on a kebab or something, like a burger maybe,
Sure.
I usually take that off because the plain taste of just a red pepper, it's gross.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I love red peppers.
Do you like mashed potatoes, Reese?
Oh, I love mashed potatoes.
Yeah, see, mashed potatoes
With
are
the side
another...
of the gravy.
Totally. Mashed potatoes are another thing that kids can make real well.
Yeah.
Because you just put them in a pot, you dry them out, and then you put one oven mitt on a kid's hand so they can hold the side of the pot, and then you give them the masher and just tell them to go to town. And then after that, It's just throw butter, salt, milk, pepper, and it really doesn't matter
Also-
how much you throw in. You just let them go.
Mashed
and
potatoes
then,
you can hide things in too.
Well, no. But
Okay,
the
Maury.
trick, Maury, honestly, the trick is to not hide things.
Yeah, you want them to know what's in there.
The thing is to just get them cooking.
No, I mean
so
you
you're
can hide,
not hiding
because there's
things.
a whole cookbook on how you can hide vegetables.
I
and
don't
other
agree
things.
with that. I don't agree with
It was,
that.
It was Jerry Seinfeld's wife came out with that.
Was it? Yeah. See, I don't agree with that. I think that you can make a balance, and if you teach a kid to peel a carrot, cut a carrot, and if they like hummus or if they like something else, they will eat the carrot because they've peeled it and they've cut it. Like kids will eat what they
It's like
cook.
a sense of pride, right?
It is.
Peeling
yeah.
a carrot, that's dangerous.
It's not dangerous. It's not dangerous.
I know,
supervision,
I was
Reese.
copying my dad.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I ask if I could use the carrot peeler, and he's like, no, it's too dangerous.
Do you use
While I'm over here using, like, a plastic spatula, I'm like, flipping eggs, like, so dangerous, Dad.
Yeah. The only thing that you have to watch out for kids is that when it comes to stove stuff, because when you're little, you'll have to stand on a chair off to the side of the stove, which is fine for certain things. But I don't do anything that'll splatter. Like I'll never have Rox do like a fast fry something, or when you're braising something, because it's eye level with them.
Well, thank you very much for calling in, Reese.
Wait, I got a question for Maury.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Maury, how do you even eat Matthew's dinner when you order Skip the Dishes or Uber Eats to your house?
Wow.
You get rid of all the evidence and then you eat again.
Right. Yeah.
It's two dinners for
Maybe
the price
I'll
of
tell
one.
Matthew.
Yeah. I'm about to hide Maury in mashed potatoes, so don't worry about it.
Thanks, Reese.
No problem.
Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I want to play something for you,
Yeah.
and I want you to tell me who you think this is, okay?
Yeah, sure.
They're very familiar songs. You'll know the songs, but I want you to tell me who you think is singing.
Okay. I'm bad at this, but I will give it my best.
Say my name, if no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you. If you ain't running games, say my name, say my name.
Can you pause it for me for a sec? Because I have one quick question. Is it multiple people singing that, or have they taken one person's voice and just layered the hell out of it?
This person is singing, has other singers, but we'll get to the part where the person singing will be solo.
So the answer is just you're looking for a one singular individual. Okay,
Correct.
I got you. Okay, here we go.
Ain't calling me baby, why the sudden change? Say my name, say my name. If no one is around you, say baby I love you. You ain't running games. Say my name, say my name. You acting kinda shady. Ain't calling me baby, better say my name. The other day I would call, you would say, baby how's your day? But today it ain't the same. Every other word is a
Can I guess?
Okay.
Yeah. Can I guess who I think it is? And it may be a weird guess.
Okay.
It sounds like Alessia Cara.
That is Alessia Cara.
Is it really?
Alessia Cara was at Sirius XM and brought a guitar.
Yeah.
And a band. And did a Destiny's Child medley.
Wow.
Yeah. She's still on the promo run for her Pains of Growing album, which is out right now. And sat down and did a medley of all these songs, dude. And she sounds so good.
Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobiles? If you did, then maybe we could chill. I don't think you do. So you and
Wow.
Isn't that good?
I would listen to this.
Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my
It's
automobiles?
great.
If you did, then maybe we could chill. I don't think you do. So you
It's Alessia Cara, man.
Right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't stop there, bro.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this.
That is Brampton's very own Alessia Cara covering Destiny's Child.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this. Cause my body's too bootylicious for you, baby.
Wow. Like, come on, dude. Like, if Beyonce or the rest of the girls in Destiny's Child have not yet seen this video or heard this audio, like, somebody at them quick. Well, this is Alessia Cara covering Destiny's Child on Sirius XM.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Charles, what's going on, dude? It's Roz Mocha. How are you?
Hey, not bad. How you doing?
Good, man. All right. So, Roz Mocha Show, along with Air Transat, home for the holidays.
Charles, you wrote us this. I think Roz Mocha should fly my wife Sandra home because she left her family behind 17 years ago to start a life here in Toronto with me. Where's she from?
She's from Portugal.
Portugal, okay, she said. And then you go on to say, unfortunately, we don't make enough money to go back as often as we'd like. She only sees her mother and family about every 5 years. I know it's very difficult for her without her mother and her sisters. It breaks my heart every day seeing the sadness in her eyes, especially since she has not been with them on Christmas since she left. So she hasn't done Christmas with them in 17 years?
That's right. The last Christmas she had with them was 2001.
Wow. Holy. Okay. She's always been there for me and has never complained when she has to help. When she has to help me because of my disability. What's her disability, Charles?
I actually have muscular dystrophy.
Oh, you do? Okay.
So, yeah, sometimes it's hard for me to get around and to get up and, things like that. So she literally has to sometimes pick me up, a 180-pound man, from a seated position just to get me up so I can be able to do my things in my own way.
So you go on to say that she's got a heart of gold. Obviously sounds like she has a heart of gold. She's always giving to others and deserves to be able to spend Christmas with her family again. So she sounds like an amazing woman.
She is, absolutely. She always puts others first. She's always thinking about people's needs and people's wants before she ever thinks about hers. Like I mentioned, she volunteers for so many different organizations, from nursing homes to animal shelters and disability centers. She does it all.
Talk about how important she is to you.
I'd be nothing without her, basically. Let me take a breath here. Like I said, she loves me for who I am. She's always there for me when I need her. She never judges me. Even with our kids, she's just a spectacular mother, and there's nothing I would ever change about her.
I'm just looking right now at flights, right? From Toronto to Portugal.
Right.
And you're right, it is expensive.
It's quite pricey, especially around Christmas.
$1,500, and that's just for one person.
That's right.
And then you have to think about where you're going to stay and spending money and stuff like that, right? It's pretty crazy. Hey, Charles, we have... we want you to talk to Sandra real quick, okay?
Okay.
Hey, Sandra, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
How are you? It's Roz Mocha.
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Say good morning to your husband, Charles.
Hi, honey. Oh, my God.
How are you?
From everything we know, Sandra, coming from Charles, you are a spectacular person. And
Thank you.
He really seems like he loves you more than just about anything.
I love him too very much.
He wrote us hoping that we could help you guys out with getting you back home to Portugal so you could spend Christmas with your family.
I'm already crying.
And we've done a lot of these, and we've talked to a lot of people. And listening to the way Charles talks about you is a rare thing. And it's something that we should all aspire to have, as somebody who talks about us the way that Charles talks about you. And so that is why
the Roz Mocha Show and Air Transat, Charles and Sandra are sending you for the holidays to Portugal.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Sandra, you'll be able to spend Christmas with your family for the first time in 17 years.
Oh, my God. Thank you.
You guys are awesome.
No, you guys are
You're
awesome.
awesome. I love you guys. I listen to you guys every single day.
Oh, yeah? Between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Stop. You're such a jerk.
Uh-oh.
You're such a jerk.
What? She said she listens.
I do listen.
Don't soil this moment with that.
Okay. So
Can I go 50-50?
between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite, Sandra?
Hey, listen, we love you guys. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of this with you.
Thank you guys so much for doing that.
I love you. Thank you.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Between Roz and Mocha, who's your
Merry
favorite, though, for real? For real, Sandra. You got it. We can't end this phone call without you saying.
Okay,
I need to hear.
fine.
I need to hear.
Fine. It's Mocha.
Oh,
Your laughter
stop it.
keeps me going all day.
Oh, Sandra, we love you so much. Merry Christmas, girl.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I was listening to somebody talk yesterday how they can't wait to go home and see their family so they can do all their Christmas traditions. And one of their Christmas traditions we've talked about before, which is watching The Sound of Music.
Oh, okay.
And The Sound of Music is not a Christmas movie. It's just a movie that people happen to watch, and it's now become a Christmas movie. I was on one of those Christmas stations.
Yeah.
And it was like a Christmas mix, right?
Yeah.
And that song, what's the song called? Is it My Favorite Things?
Oh, raindrops and roses and whiskers and kittens, bright paper packages tied up with string.
Yeah, that's on the Christmas mix.
These are a few of my favorite things. When the moon drops and the
How do
rain
you know
falls.
all the words to this?
I'm gay.
Oh.
416-870-8888. Hi, it's Roz Mocha.
Hi, I was just listening to you guys talking about Christmas songs, and I would love to hear Maurie sing another song.
Okay.
Like anyone in particular?
I'll let him pick one.
Okay, I'll pick one because Damnit Maurie claims to be the biggest Mariah Carey fan in the entire world. He is a part of her Lamb squad.
The Lamely.
The Lamely, sorry. So why don't you sing All I Want for Christmas?
I don't want a lot for Christmas.
That's not how the song starts.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Well, there's the ding, 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 ding. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need, and I...
Do you have the instrumental over there that you can play? Can we get some tunes on this?
Sure.
I would actually like to hear that. I have it here if you want to.
The instrumental?
Yeah.
Oh, why'd I get so nervous?
You're about to hit the big time more.
All right, go for it.
I was going to sing Burl Ives. Oh.
Ooh. What's that, man?
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you will ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. 2, 3, 4.
Is you.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need, and I don't care about the present underneath the Christmas tree. And I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm like drunk on festive spirit.
There you go, Andrew. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
And I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Where'd everyone go? Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you and you and you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Roz, we got a text from Caitlin this morning.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And Caitlin writes to us, please help and give me some motivation this morning. I have an 8 a.m. exam and I stayed up all night to study. R.I.P. to me.
Oh, no.
So, Caitlin, what is the exam that you have today?
I have a nutrition exam.
Nutrition?
Okay.
Yeah.
Prior to last night studying, had you studied for this exam?
Like a little bit.
So no.
What kind of stuff do you have to know for this exam?
That is a great question.
Yeah, R.I.P. to you.
We got to know like the Canada's food guide, like dietary reference intakes, estimated average requirements, like every protein need that you need, like growing up, when you're pregnant, when you're old.
Okay. So run us through one right now. Let's say I'm pregnant. What would you advise as far as dietary needs go?
Who's the dad?
Wow, this
It's none of your business.
This is probably the best studying I ever did. But we get a cheat sheet, so I have a little cheat sheet here.
No, just top of the dome. We need to know what you know.
Oh God.
Yeah, you're not.
Wow, Kaylin, R.I.P. to you.
Yeah, this is. It's not.
I know,
it's
and
not going well so far.
40% of my mark.
40%. Girl, what have you been doing with your life?
I literally have been studying, like, for the past, 3 weeks. I've been studying my butt off. Like, I had an exam on Friday. I had an exam on Saturday. I got an exam today, and then I got another exam Friday, but then I'm free.
Right. Now, is this like regular college, like where you can meet dudes and stuff, or no? You just kind of go to class and just go home?
No, I actually go to school because I actually care because it's, like, my 4th time being in school.
Yeah, okay.
Damn. All right. So what happened to the other 3 times?
Didn't like hairdressing.
Yeah.
Then college. I did college so then I could go to university because...
Okay, what did you take? What did you take in college?
I took a program called Occupational Therapy Assistant, Physiotherapy Assistant.
Sure, okay.
So, like, I would work with, like, a physio or occupational therapist, and I'd, like, help them with, like, patients and stuff.
Okay.
But, so the whole reason I went back to school was because I want to be the actual therapist versus the assistant.
Okay.
I want to make more money.
So hairdresser, therapist, and now nutritionist.
Who's paying for all this school?
My mom and my dad.
How much are your parents in now for your post-secondary education?
I have to say I'm probably better than my sister.
Doesn't matter. How much are they in?
I don't even know.
Like 100? Like
what do you
100 grand?
think? What do you think? Yeah.
Maybe not that much. Like, college wasn't as expensive as university.
Okay, but where are you living when you're doing all this schooling?
I live at home.
Okay, so let's factor that in too.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not forget about that. How old are you?
I'm 25.
You're 25, still living at home on 4th round of post-secondary on your parents' dime.
Yeah.
Okay, and you woke up today and realized that you hadn't studied?
No. I didn't wake up today. Just didn't go to bed because I studied all night.
Okay, so but up until yesterday, you're cramming like you're still in grade 11, right?
Yep.
Yeah, see, yeah, you're a terrible daughter.
I hope my mom's not listening right now.
I hope she is listening.
She is. That's like a slap in the face to both of your parents.
Yeah, what's the matter with you? Get your ass together.
You need to, kill it at this exam.
Is this my inspirational motivation?
Yeah, figure out your life, Caitlin. Okay, you're a mooch.
Oh, my God.
That's had an easy ride.
It's not my fault my mom loves me.
Oh, here we go.
God.
Here we go.
Caitlin.
Okay, you know when you read all these headlines and they start talking about 25-year-olds and then you have to then defend them because you start to think that maybe people just get it wrong and life is real tough, right? They're not talking about the people that are really putting in the effort. Those articles are about you, Caitlin.
Come on, guys.
No, they are. Get your life together. You're a mooch.
I'm doing really well in school, though.
Nah, you're a mooch.
On your 4th round?
Well, the only reason I went back to school is because I want to get a really good job, and you can't get a really good job unless you have a university degree.
Okay. Do you have a car?
I do.
Okay. Who pays your gas money?
Me.
Okay. So you got a job?
Yes, I do.
What do you do?
I'm a gymnastics coach now.
You're a gymnastics coach. Okay. So how much do you give your parents a month in rent?
I don't pay them rent.
Oh my God! So you go and work while they pay for your school and you don't give them money every month?
I'm only in school part-time, so I don't make that much money.
Okay.
All I'm hearing is excuse.
Yeah. Caitlin, you gotta get it together, girl.
Yeah.
You gotta get it together.
There's mad disrespect in that house to your parents.
My mom is a wonderful lady.
She sounds like she's the
amazing.
best.
I want to move in with her.
Yeah, she's a gem.
Okay. Are you happy you called in?
A little bit. But
Yeah.
I have to say, this isn't the motivation I was looking for.
Well,
it's a kick in the ass. That's what it is.
I know it is.
Because you know that you know that's what you need, right? You don't need somebody.
I know.
You got enough people in your life holding your hand, telling you that you're wonderful. You don't need that from us.
You guys are the bad cop.
Right.
No, we're the truth cops.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not my problem. My mom loves me so much. Shut up with
Get
that.
over yourself, Caitlin.
I can't.
Caitlin, you're gonna
a wonderful human being.
Okay, you sound like you're a wonderful human being, but you owe a lot to your folks right now. So go and crush that exam. All right.
Oh, thank you very much.
And then set more goals and crush those goals. Do not worry about your own happiness because at this point, that is the farthest thing from anything that you deserve. Get your life in order. Straighten your ass out.
All right.
Start paying your parents back.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay?
All right. R.I.P. Caitlin.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Bye, honey.
Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Are these the five worst movies of 2018?
Ooh,
so this
I
is from
love this
Entertainment
game.
Weekly.
I love these lists. It's that time of year.
Oh, tell me about it, right? And it's hard with some of these lists where they start listing off like the worst of the worst because some of them I've never heard of. And then I feel terrible for putting them on a list because I don't want to judge them. But let's do that anyway.
Okay. Can I guess at least one of them on the list of the worst movies of the year?
Yeah, and then we'll get to TV shows.
Star is Born.
No.
Just kidding. I said that because I knew Maurie. Maurie loves that
One of
movie.
the best movies I've ever seen.
No, I'm just playing, bro.
Jeez, man. Was it really one of the best movies you ever saw, Maury?
But you know what the funny thing is? I don't know why.
Oh.
Like, I loved it.
Yeah.
But and I cried, but I don't know why I loved it. I just thought it was wonderful.
And you loved it because Lady Gaga's in it.
But I like Bradley Cooper's performance better.
Yeah, me too.
Isn't that shocking?
I shouldn't say I shouldn't say that. Lady Gaga's character, I loved her character because her character was just so like she was such a love can fix everything, and all I need to do is love this man and get him out of the super dark place that he was.
Yeah.
And she was completely selfless. And I really loved I loved that character. I loved that idea of that character in movies all the time. Like the sort of super strong woman who is with the guy who's perceived to be the boss, but she's the actual one with the strength in the heart. Like I love that
It's like you and
dynamic in
me.
movies. It's like you and me. No, but I love that dynamic in movies.
Yeah. And there could be 100 people in a room, and 99 don't believe in it. And all it takes is one, and it was Bradley that believed in
Isn't
Lady
that
Gaga.
true? Isn't that the truth, though? Okay, so going on the list is from Entertainment Weekly of the 5 worst movies of the year. At number 5 is the Cloverfield Paradox.
Oh, man, I like that.
I didn't see it. What was it?
It's on Netflix.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it any good?
It's part of the Cloverfield universe.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it.
At number 4, Venom with Tom Hardy.
Oh, yeah, agreed. I still didn't see it, but I heard it sucked.
Gotti with John Travolta.
Yo, that didn't even make it into the
No, it didn't,
theaters.
I know.
I think that went straight to on demand.
Yeah.
Is it about the John Gotti guy?
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, correct, Maury. Number 2, Life Itself.
What movie's that?
Life Itself was from the guy who did This Is Us. It was his movie that he did.
Oh, it was at TIFF,
with
but I...
Oscar Isaac, Annette Bening, and Antonio Banderas.
But there was no
right?
buzz.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I never heard of that
and
movie.
then number 1, 50 Shades Freed. Surprise, surprise.
Okay, that was terrible.
Was it?
Like,
I didn't see
there's a problem where you're doing a lovey-dovey movie and people in the theater are laughing.
Yeah.
That's
what about
a problem.
Robin Hood? Robin Hood was released not that long ago, and it
Yeah.
debuted at like number 9.
Yeah, but I don't think it was as bad as Gotti and 50 Shades Freed. I mean, there's
Yeah,
a
true,
spectrum
true.
here. Now, over on the television side, according to Entertainment Weekly, the 5 worst TV shows of the year.
Big Bang Theory.
I don't know what number 5 is. What is Reverie?
No idea.
Reverie. Reverie.
Reverie.
Reverie.
Don't know.
Yeah, I had no idea. That's on NBC. I don't know. Something called Sweet Bitter.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of that show?
Nope.
Netflix's Insatiable. This is the show that was accused of fat shaming.
All right.
You
Was
see
that?
one? It's like a young
I didn't
girl.
watch it. Yeah.
It's like she's
isn't
fat and then she loses a bunch of weight and then
that
she
the one
gets her
with
revenge.
Barb from Stranger Things? Is she in
No,
that one?
that is so and so is a jerk or
Oh,
whatever it's
okay.
called. Somebody is a jerk. Yeah, I want to watch that show.
Is it Rebel Wilson, maybe?
No, no. Insatiable is, it's a younger cast. And she, I guess, is like the fat girl and then has to have her jaw wired shut because she gets hurt and then she loses all the weight and becomes hot and then gets her revenge on.
Is it jaws wired shut so she's not eating?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
At number 2, Showtime's Who is America with Sacha Baron Cohen as
Really?
the second worst
Which
show
just got
of
a
the year.
Golden Globe
nom.
nomination.
Correct, Mundo. And number 1, I highly disagree with this. There's a lot of shows on television that are worse than this, which was the remake of Lost in Space on Netflix.
Okay.
Yo, a lot of people love that.
It wasn't bad.
How's Roseanne not on this? The reboot of Roseanne.
Yeah.
Or Murphy Brown.
Murphy Brown. Like,
Lost in
there's so
Space.
much.
So according to, just so you know, if you're just joining
Wow.
us, according to Entertainment Weekly, the reboot of Lost in Space on Netflix was the number 1 worst show of the year.
Wow.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, you really got to dig deep.
A lot of
Like,
people loved
that
version of Lost in
Anyway,
Space.
So there you go.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So the campfire in California that happened, this was the big one that destroyed 18,000 homes.
Yeah.
Huge. I'm going through the story yesterday of this family and the woman who sort of lived there. Her name was Andrea Gaylord. And when the fires hit, they were on their way back to their house, to evacuate. They were elsewhere. And then they realized that they had to go get whatever they could and get out of there.
Yeah.
And There was a wall of fire beside their house. And when they got there, they realized that there was no time to get anything. So they jumped in the car, put everybody in the car, and they had 2 dogs.
Okay.
And
it's not going to be a sad story, is it?
They had 2 dogs. And they tried to get the dogs into the car. And at the time, the flames were there and the heat was there. And the dogs wouldn't allow the older guy in the family to pick them up and put them in the car.
Oh, they're scared.
They realized they had to leave.
Oh, my God, dude, come on.
So they left. They had to.
They left the dogs?
They left the dogs. And a couple of weeks later, one of their dogs was found like way far away.
Okay.
Way far away. And their other dog, Madison, hadn't been found. And slowly, people have been lifting the ban on being allowed to travel back to where your homes were. So people are allowed to sort of go back and see what's left of where they lived.
Yeah.
And a month later, this family drive up to where their house was, which is now dust.
Please tell me Madison was there.
Sitting on the driveway, waiting for them.
My heart. Get out of here.
Sitting on the driveway. Not only did the dogs survive living in hell for a month, but stayed there waiting for their owners to come home.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, the loyalty.
Right?
God, I love dogs so much.
So here's Andrea Gaylord talking about when she pulled up to the driveway and Madison was there.
There's our dogs waiting, and you are the best dog.
Oh, man.
The best.
Because he hid. He wouldn't listen.
I mean, he's the best. Imagine the loyalty of hanging in through the worst of circumstances and being here waiting. It was so emotional.
Oh, man. How did that dog survive, though?
Nobody knows.
That long?
Nobody knows. Everything around there is burnt.
So, like, no water, no food, no nothing.
Everything around there is burnt.
I don't understand how that dog would have survived.
Wherever the dog was going every day to eat and find water, it was coming back at the end of the day to protect what used to be his home.
Dude, my freaking heart right now.
Right?
I want to give that dog like the biggest hug.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Choir. You know what they are? Did we already explain what choir is to you, Mocha?
You kind of did. I think you did, but I probably forgot. Why don't you explain it again?
So, choir, and help me out here, Maury. It's, what, 2 guys?
It's 2 guys.
Yes.
And they pay tribute to people. They do sing-along things. They hand out the music sheets, and groups of people can participate.
So
nice.
They always show up and they do a wonderful job with it. They always show up when Gord Downie passed away.
Right. They did Aretha Franklin as well, right?
I believe so. Yes, they did.
I think they did Leonard Cohen as well.
That's right.
And so they get thousands of people together.
Yeah.
And they're on stage, and everybody in the crowd has the lyrics, and they're basically like the choir conductors, and the crowd, the audience, becomes the choir.
Sure.
Which is really fantastic. And so, had you sung with them before, Maury? Had you been in the crowd before?
This is my 3rd time singing with them.
Oh, wow.
I did the Gord Downie one recently at Young Dundas Square, and another Gord Downie one at Nathan Phillips Square.
Yeah.
And then recently, they did one with Ronald McDonald's house as a thank you to everyone who's donated over the year.
Oh, beautiful.
So what they did was instead of just general people, they brought all the families and kids from Ronald McDonald houses together in one auditorium and me.
And what did you sing?
We sang the Beatles.
Which song?
We did the Beatles song, All You Need Is Love.
Oh, so All You Need Is Love.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that sounds like this. Nice. Everybody was singing.
Yeah.
What would you think if I sang you out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? When you lit me ears and I sing you a song, and I tried to sing right up to you. Oh, need anybody?
Wow.
I need somebody to know. Do you need anybody? I can try a little help from my friends. I can try a little help from
That's a whole brand new note I've never heard before.
Yeah, dude.
Oddly, I made the video.
Did you?
Comes out today,
Well, they want
but
you in
I
the
don't
video.
sound like that.
People know who you are. You don't sound like
No,
that?
that's the point of why I'm bringing it up. I watched the video last night. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, geez, somehow I sound much better.
Oh, you think they fixed you?
I think they muted me and you just see my lips moving.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
so it's everybody else around you.
yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. But your lips are moving in tune with everybody else, so it seems
It's remarkable.
right.
Ah, it's remarkable. Like a Big Mac.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Every couple of years, a video will go viral of an everyday household item making a noise and sounding like something else that we've heard.
Right. There's a lot of Chewbacca.
Like the kitchen cabinet door that sounds just like Chewbacca as it's opening and closing.
I love that. God. That really sounds like Chewbacca.
Or, you know when you go to the convenience store or just like wherever, Walmart, Canadian Tire, and the sliding doors?
Yeah.
That open and close? Did you ever hear the one that sounds like R2-D2's scream?
No.
You know the famous, like this? Right? The
Yeah.
R2-D2 scream?
Yeah.
So this is a sliding door at a convenience store.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
So the new one, the new one.
Yeah.
Hold on. Before I get to the new one, I have to play this other one that I got.
Please do.
Of a door closing, right? And rubbing up against the frame. And it sounds like the beginning part of the Jaws theme song.
Okay. Wow.
That's exact, right?
Wow. Those, the notes are perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the new one is a guy's front gate at his house outside and it's so quick that this happens. So you really, really have to listen and pay attention.
Okay.
It sounds like the opening notes from the Jurassic Park theme song.
Okay. Na, 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 na.
Right?
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, it is.
So what somebody did was take that noise of the gate opening, matched it up with the actual theme song, but mixed the gate noise with the theme song and tried to match the notes as well. Okay?
Yeah, go.
Right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah, your gate is Jurassic Park. That is the gate to Jurassic Park. I don't have anything like that in my life.
No?
No, I don't.
Not even like your bones?
No, my
joints?
bones. Shut up.
Old ass joints.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Another marriage has come to an end and no one saw it coming.
I know.
Actually, no one saw the husband.
Shh, don't laugh. Don't laugh. She's on the phone. Okay. Amanda Sparrow Lang Teague, who married a Haitian pirate ghost from the 1700s. So they're married. Amanda and the ghost are married. She married a pirate ghost. But the headlines over the weekend is that it didn't work out. And now she's got to divorce her 300-year-old ghost husband. How does anybody do that? What are the details? Thank God Amanda is on the phone to explain everything.
Hey, Amanda, are you there?
Yes.
How are you? It's Roz and Mocha.
Hi.
What happened to true love, huh?
Well, I guess the same as what happens in physical relationships. It doesn't always work out.
Okay, so what happened? So your ghost again, your ghost husband is, 300 years old, correct?
Well, I prefer to use the term spirit, as a ghost is an inanimate object, like something that's oxidized in the atmosphere. Spirit is the actual essence of the person who passed on. So, yeah, a spirit. Yes, we married in 2016, so we've been married just a little over 2 years.
So what happened?
I don't really want to go into the whole details of what happened yet. there have been problems for a few months, and the people that are around me knew what was going on. But let's say that I found out a lot of implications about what I was doing and dabbling in that I really didn't know about when I entered the marriage to begin with.
You think he was cheating?
Oh, no.
Oh.
It's more to do with dabbling in the occult, basically, how dangerous it actually can be.
So your spirit husband was haunting you? Is that what you're saying now?
Well, no, I wouldn't really use the term haunting, but when you work with spirits, there are spirits that will enhance you, and there are spirits that are good to be around, mostly like deities, angels, those kinds of spirits. And then there are low realms entities, or we'll say earthbound spirits, as we would call them. And they are not always so good to have around.
Are you able to communicate with him, like have a conversation with your ghost husband the way you're having a conversation with Roz and I right now?
Well, I don't hear him like with my ears. It's not a physical thing. It's done through the form of mediumship. So in the same way as somebody would go to a medium to get a message from a loved one, and they don't physically hear the voice, it's done through thought form. Because obviously spirit is energy. They don't have a voice box. So if somebody is like literally hearing voices, then that's a mental illness. It's not mediumship.
You are not the first ghost bride that we've talked to on this show. And I'm curious to know, was there any sort of physical connection that you had with your husband that has now ceased? Because oftentimes in relationships, when normal relationships, human relationships don't work, humans tend to sort of fall back into bed that one last time together, thinking that that's going to change things.
Well, I guess that's where we were like 6 months ago, in the sense that there were problems. And like anybody in a marriage, I didn't want to accept that it was over. I didn't want to, I loved him and I was happy in the marriage, and I didn't want it to end. Right. So yes, we did explore trying to work through it.
Amanda, prior to getting with your husband now, 300-year-old pirate ghost, had you dated ghosts before, or is he your first?
No, this was a completely new experience for me, and I think that's why I didn't fully understand the dangers of what I was doing. So Jack was really one of the first spirits that came through to communicate with me.
Is there like a settlement? Does he, I don't know, I mean, he's a Haitian pirate from the 1700s. Does he have a lot of gold and whatnot? Like, is there a settlement? Is there any sort of financial things that you guys need to work out with each other?
No, obviously not, because he's not physical, so he doesn't actually possess anything physical. But yeah, there is a certain amount of, shall we say, compensation needed for other things.
So he has to pay
spiritual nature.
How is he going to pay you?
Well, I'm not sure that he'll have to pay me, but he will have to answer for some of the things that he's done.
How do you actually get divorced from a ghost?
I'm looking into the possibilities of that at the moment. Yeah, it's a little complicated.
And then how do you get him to leave once you are divorced? How do you get him out of your life?
Yeah, we're also looking at that, because that's proving to be quite difficult as well.
I imagine.
He's not. He's not wanting to move on. If he hasn't moved on in 300 years, he definitely doesn't want to move on at this point. So,
I imagine.
Yeah.
Clingy much, huh? Hey, Amanda, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us on the Roz and Mocha Show.
It's a sad story.
Okay, no problem.
Take care.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So let's talk about Baby It's Cold Outside real quick.
Sure.
Because the song's getting banned all over the place. And I hadn't really thought that much about it because I just chalked it up to 2018, going to be 2018. And I came across something yesterday that sort of changed my perspective on the song and maybe look at it a different way, because I'm certainly no expert in it. So we all know Baby It's Cold Outside. And we all know that people call it the Christmas rape song, right? The guy and the girl, and
I really can't stay.
She wants to leave, and he's like, no.
I've got to go away.
It's been called coercive and problematic, and there's issues with consent, and you name it. It doesn't stand up to 2018 standards, but maybe it shouldn't. Or maybe we're just looking at it completely wrong. So the song came out in 1944 when a guy named Frank Lesser wrote it. He also wrote Guys and Dolls, by the way, the musical Maury. And he wrote it for him and his wife, Lynn, to sing at parties.
Okay.
Right?
This track.
Yeah. And then after they sang it at parties and everybody loved it, he sold it to MGM. The song was in a movie. It became a huge hit, and then it won an Academy Award. And that guy's daughter has now come out to say that her father would be furious over the controversy surrounding the song because the intent of the song was not even anything remotely close to the way that people are looking at the song now.
I was absolutely flabbergasted.
Sorry.
No. So this is, the song was also made famous by Dean Martin.
Yeah.
Who Dean Martin used to sing this song a ton. And then Dean Martin's daughter went on television to say this.
Gotcha.
I was absolutely flabbergasted. It's just insane. When I heard it, and I said, this can't possibly be. You know, it's a sweet, flirty, fun holiday song that, well, it's been around for 50 years for my dad. You know, he did it in 59. But when I saw it, I tweeted, I think this is crazy. Yeah, well, the outrage has been so spectacular. It's flirting, it's sexy, it's sweet, there's nothing bad about that song, and it just breaks my heart. And I know my dad would be going insane right now.
So you can still look at it, though, as coercive, problematic, and the antithesis of what we know of consent in 2018. Sure. But let's look at it a different way, because I came across an interview with Sophie Millman. Sophie Millman is a jazz singer, and she is well-versed in lyrics from songs from, like, the 40s.
Yeah.
What if we're looking at the song the wrong way? What if the woman in the song actually wants to stay, but because of 1940 standards, she would be looked at as a hussy if she did? She's worried about how she will be judged if she does stay. So she's doing everything she can.
They'd be like, oh no, I gotta leave. But I really don't want to leave.
Right. Let's say this song, when you listen to it now, listen to it as somebody who does not want to leave at all. So this is what Sophie Millman says. She's afraid of being seen as slutty or naughty and is fighting her own desire. I see it as a playful repartee where the only thing holding her back from spending the night is the fact that she's afraid of social judgment.
Which is exactly what's happening now.
But
on the other end of the spectrum.
Right. So the song is not, if you listen to it a different way, don't listen to it as somebody who's desperately trying to get out of a man's clutches, but listen to it as a woman who's afraid that if she does stay, she will be judged.
She's fighting with herself.
Because that's the 40s. So when you listen to it that way, it's a completely different song. A completely different song.
Yeah.
This is somebody who's afraid of being judged.
I just hate... I don't know. I'm not going to say it.
No, say it.
I just...
Say it.
I just hate so much that now, today, last year, what will continue next year and years and years and years, that everybody has to find something to be offended about for everything.
Right.
I just hate that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a problem with the song.
But I think
it sounds weird, yes, but
context and intent is what we no longer care about.
100%.
And that's a real problem. When you take things out of context and you ignore the initial intent and you see a problem because you're looking for a problem, then you're going to find a problem.
Yeah,
and if you look at this song the way that it was intended to be, and if you flip the script on the song and you realize that the problem with this song is not about consent, that it's about shaming, then it becomes a completely different track.
I don't think you can take a song from 1945 and put 2018 standards on it.
Especially if you're getting it wrong. We want this song to be problematic. We really do.
You can go through history and look at every artist that has ever existed and every song that they have ever put out, and in 2018 standards, find something wrong with it.
Sure. You know, and you can ban this song all you want, and then as soon as Christmas is over, those stations are going to go back to playing Ignition by R. Kelly?
Yeah, it's a good song, though.
Right?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hi, this is the Roz and Mocha Show. What's up?
Hey, so, okay, I'm on board with keeping it on the radio, but I think the bigger issue about this song, Baby It's Cold Outside, was that people were looking into the line of what's in this drink.
Sure.
So she's like
Yeah.
suggesting that she's getting roofied or whatever the
No,
hell.
she's not, though. No, she's stupid. That's the thing. Is
No, I
you
know,
want it to
but-
be that way. You want it to be that way.
I don't, because I think that it's a really cute song, and I think that I agree with you guys that she's in fighting that internal battle of, I don't want to look like a slut, I don't want to look like a hussy in 40s terms.
Yeah.
She's trying to give all these excuses to leave, but then she's also trying to give all these excuses to stay. But that one line, I think, is just triggering people.
Sure, but here's the defense of that. Here's the defense of that line, which is you have heard this and people have said this, which is you take a drink of something, alcohol, and you get a buzz, and somebody looks at the other person and goes, "Whew, what's in this drink?"
Yeah.
No,
it's a very common term. It's a very common term.
It's
People
a little
said
bit,
that.
Like it's a little bit too much of a strong drink
Yeah,
for my liking.
yeah. Woo, what was in that drink?
What's the flavor? Or yes, I get that.
Okay.
I just think that the people that are having such an issue with it, it's not about he's trying to convince her to stay, she's trying to give reasons to leave. I don't think it really has to do much with that sort of parlay between the two, men versus women. I think the issue that people are so pissed off about, which, whatever, they're going to find something to be offended about because it is 2018 and that's life right now. But it's this whole, did you just roofie me?
No, but that's not what the song says, though.
I know, but there's this trigger that there's people out there, especially nowadays, like more common now than in 1944, where like particularly women will go out and you don't know if you're going to get drugged and you don't know if you're going to get raped and you don't know if you're going to get...
And that's the thing, again, what we were saying is putting 2018 standards on a song that was written in 1945.
Right, but if you are triggered by something that you perceive as a trigger, although it is in no way intended to be that thing that triggered you, I can't help you with that.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I don't think the solution is to remove the song from radio. I think that's a really poor decision on the CRDC, whoever the hell decided that, and CBC and all those people, because I don't think, because so is everybody going to start realizing that Frosty the Snowman is naked?
Sure.
And is everybody going to start realizing that, okay, this whole Rudolph thing, and so every single song that ever exists now is going to start getting banned, because, so where's the line? Because there's so many songs that came out this flipping year, not 1944, that talk about, big butts and tapping that and bending over and, like, really? So where's the line? Because I want my kids to grow up listening to songs where the guy said, oh, there's blurred lines, so I don't know if I want you to do it, or she doesn't know if I want to do it or not. Like, so where's the line?
Yeah.
So, listen, leave it on the radio. It's a freaking classic. These guys are not intended to sound like they were raping her.
Right.
Get over yourselves, 2018. Not everything is about offending everybody.
Thank you, Lisa.
Hi, this is the Roz Mocha Show. What's your name?
Hey, it's Sierra.
Sierra, what's going on?
So I just want to preface what I'm about to say with the fact that I've got degrees in sociology and in women's studies.
Yeah.
So I get the whole feminism thing. But it's just like with anything else, I think we have to take the radical people and not really hold weight to what they say. So the song is absolutely meant to be heard the way you guys described it a few minutes ago, where she's like, well, I want to leave, it's snowing outside, but I really don't want to leave. So I think people need to it's not played in the malls anymore, and there's a few songs, there's a list of songs that aren't played because they're not okay, but times are so much different than they were then, and things that were okay then. We can't go back and not make them okay then, and just because they're not okay now, or we want to say that they're not okay now, it's not I think it's just being blown way out of proportion.
Yeah.
And again, it's just radical feminism kind of trying to take control of society, which is not cool either. So
Fair enough.
Thank you, Sarah.
yeah, no problem. Have a good day, guys.
Hi, this is the Roz Mocha Show. What's your name?
My name is Lenya.
Lenya, what's going on?
Not much, but I have to agree with Roz. People need to stop thinking about the way the music is playing or the song is singing or what it is, because you also have to factor in the era that it's been played in. So I'm totally on Roz's side. I honestly think it's Baby It's Cold Outside is a beautiful song, and that people need to take a break and chill out.
There you go. Thank
yeah.
you.
If they want to bang, let them bang.
Exactly. I totally with you.
Listen, in 1945, they wanted to bang, right?
Yeah, but it was difficult for a woman.
It was hard to
Yes.
be a woman in that era.
Yes, it was hard to be sexual.
Exactly. You had to be very reserved.
Yes,
and
you
very
did.
You had to make sure that your T's were crossed properly and
Yes.
your T's were pretty, and So I totally agree with you, Ross. You're absolutely 100%.
Thank you so much for calling in today, Lenya.
All right, you have an awesome day, and Mocha, you are favorite.
Oh,
I am what?
You're my favorite.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, nobody asked.
Shut up.
It's okay.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The woman that I guess was supposedly having an affair with Offset
Yeah.
came out of hiding.
Offset from Migos. Offset who used to be with Cardi B.
Right. So
and they have a child together.
Offset and Cardi split up, and everybody had said is because he was stepping out on her.
Yeah.
And then this woman whose name is Summer something. It has to be, right?
Summer Vanilla?
Summer B? Is that her name? Something like that? I don't know. So she comes out and does a video where she says that the reason she was messing around with Offset is because she didn't know how serious his marriage was.
What? Get out of here.
I have not messed with Offset since he's had his baby.
What's that, Maury? Come here.
I didn't know how serious this marriage was. I kind of read or kind of see things, but I haven't it took until today to actually get into this, seeing everything. A lot of girls would just deal with this situation and just be like, I took Cardi B's I'm the reason that they're getting a divorce or anything.
Who would
I knew he was a husband.
Yeah,
I
Summer
didn't know
Bunny
he
is
was
her name. Summer Bunny.
Summer Bunny.
Yeah.
I just didn't know he was like a husband.
I know, isn't it?
Married to another woman husband.
I know. It sucks when you don't know how serious somebody's marriage is, right? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's so nuts to me.
So
I didn't know how serious their marriage was.
That's so wild,
they just
man.
I guess that's when you're not monogamous, you're monogamish.
Yeah, I get you monogamy-ish, right?
Yeah, monogamish.
Yeah, I guess that's how it goes. But man, you got to be living in some kind of world where
fantasy world
where you don't know how where you
marriage works.
No, but you can even just say those words. Well, I don't know how serious his marriage was.
Yeah,
but doesn't money? It's all about
so
money,
wild.
right?
It's so wild to me.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello.
Yo, it's Roz and Mocha.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Roz.
Yeah.
We got a text from this young lady. Does the voice sound familiar at all?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. It's been a long time.
Who's this?
Really?
Oh God! Don't do this to me.
This is Anna. Remember Anna
my
from back in the
God.
day? So, Roz and Mocha, we've been on the radio for 9 years now. And right when we first started, Anna used to call us all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And then this morning, we get a text from Anna and was like, yo, it's Anna from back in the day.
How long has it been, Anna?
Since we had, I think, 2 years, 2.5 years. Because remember, me and Joe broke up?
Oh, right. Oh my God, you and Joe.
So, holy cow. Okay,
Yeah.
so if I remember correctly, Anna, when we first started talking to you, you weren't with Joe. And then we had talked to you as you were getting to know Joe and then starting to date Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of fell off the face of the earth for a while because you were in that relationship with Joe. And then 2 years ago, you called us back telling us that you and Joe had broken up.
Yeah.
And then you kind of disappeared.
After 7 years.
What happened? Did you get another boyfriend?
What, now?
Yeah.
Oh, now, yeah.
Oh. So you only talk to us when you're single?
No, I've had this guy for 2 years. After I met Joe, after I left Joe, I met this guy.
Uh-huh. What's
and
his
we've
name?
been together ever since. Mark.
Mark. All right.
Does he treat you right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, wait.
Just making sure.
Don't you have a son? You have a son, right?
Yes, I do. He's 23 now.
Oh,
jeez!
Wow, he is a grown man.
A man. Yep, absolutely.
Holy cow! What's it like being the mother of a 23-year-old?
Oh, it's fine. He's a good kid. I can't complain.
Yeah. Does he still live at home?
Of course, he's Italian. Where's he gonna go?
Where's he gonna go? He's gonna be there until he's 40, right?
Where's he
Oh,
gonna
God.
go? That's awesome.
Wow.
It's so nice to hear from you.
Yeah.
Please keep in touch.
Yeah, I will for sure.
All right.
Okay, love.
Don't only
I'll take that.
holler out at us when you're single.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, Anna? One thing we've never
What?
asked you in the amount of years that we've known you and have talked to you on the phone is between
What's that?
Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Oh, don't even go there. Here we go. I love you guys both the same. You know that.
But
All right, Roz.
Oh.
wow, that was easy, huh?
Sorry, Mocha.
Is that only when you're single?
No.
I'm just kidding.
Love you, Anna. Thank you.
Bye, love.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Maury, wouldn't it be great to be rich? Every now and then you come.
Like it sometimes.
You act like it. No, I know you act like it.
Like
You're
sometimes,
great at
because I
acting
wear a
rich.
really nice winter coat,
Right.
and I'll walk with purpose.
Yeah. Is that what rich people do?
They wear a nice pea coat and walk with purpose.
Right.
And you button it up, you put your hands in your pocket, and you're just like, I've got somewhere to be.
Explain to somebody who may not have ever seen this before, but explain the concept of walking with purpose.
Okay, so head held high.
Okay.
Hands in pocket.
Right.
And you're looking straight ahead.
Yeah.
And walking quickly.
Okay. So also walk like a shoplifter.
Yeah, I was gonna
They
say
too have purpose.
Right.
the purpose of shoplift.
Okay, so a nice coat and then walking like you're about to get caught.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
One of these headlines, every now and then you see them talking about rich guys where it just kicks you right in the stomach. So we all know, like, Richard Branson, super rich, Zuckerberg, super rich, Bill Gates, super rich, Jeff Bezos, super rich. If the average salary is, they say, $37,000 a year,
Yeah.
how long does it take each of these guys to make what the average person makes in a year?
Well, okay.
So
I'm
you're
gonna
looking
say,
at $37,000 a year.
Yeah. So
yeah.
at least 37 grand. I'm going to say for
Yeah.
each one of them, it's going to be within a 24-hour period.
Uh-huh.
And I'm also going to say that it's going to be within 1 hour.
Right. Okay. So
Of their day.
Richard Branson makes what most people make in a year in 25 minutes.
Oh my God, 25 minutes.
Bill Gates makes $37,000 every 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Mark Zuckerberg makes $37,000 every minute.
Oh God.
And Jeff Bezos,
Amazon,
from Amazon, makes what you make, the average person, $37,000 every 28 seconds.
Oh no.
You know how he did it, Maury? Walking with purpose.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Is there one Christmas song that you love singing the most this time of year?
Yeah,
No,
baby, it's cold outside.
Yeah. I love it. I just love everything about it.
But you don't listen to Christmas. You listen to reggae.
Yeah, I like listening to reggae over the holidays. Oh, the one Roxy.
Why is that?
Because it's happy. It's
And Christmas
happy.
songs are kind of sad, right?
No, some of them, but it's like a hit and miss. You put a Christmas mix on, and it's not all super upbeat and happy. I think reggae, just the beats, the sounds, everything about reggae to me is just happy, and I prefer to just be happy. It's not often that I choose to be happy. I don't know if you can tell.
No way.
I don't know if you've noticed.
I was gonna go there, but
I'm just because I listen when it comes to. You know how I feel about happiness.
yeah, you hate it.
I don't. No. Jeez, man, you gotta laugh that hard.
That was really good.
Man, when you get that laugh.
Freaking Jurassic Park in here.
Right?
Velociraptor.
You know what I mean?
Tyrannosaurus Rex over
I'm
here.
about to go deep, and you're like wheezing all over me, man.
Freaking Tyrannosaurus Maurie Rex.
You gonna be okay?
I'm going to be fabulous.
You're gonna make it to Christmas.
Hell yes.
Okay.
I will say, in our house lately, believe it or not, the one Christmas album that's pretty much on repeat is Michael Bublé.
Is it?
It's a great album.
It's so good.
It's a good album.
Although we listen to Patti LaBelle in our house. I just love that one song where she's like, Jesus, Jesus, and we dance around. It's so
How else does it
awesome.
go? She just says Jesus twice and that's it?
Jesus. And Matthew's all like, let's go to church.
Okay. No, if I do put an album on, if there's any sort of tradition that we have and that we've had growing up when it comes to Christmas music in the house, is my mom would always, every year, bust out the Boney M Christmas album.
Oh, great album.
Which is one of the greatest Christmas albums ever.
I agree.
And so if any Boney M comes on, like if anything sort of reminds me of what Christmas was like when I was younger, it's when I hear Boney M over the holidays.
For me, it's Elvis.
Elvis, yeah.
A blue Christmas without you, and I'll have a blue.
Sounds like the spirit of Elvis. Are you doing like you hear a lot of Elvis impersonators, but not many people do the ghost of Elvis.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Sundus, what's going on, man? It's Roz Mocha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. So, home for the holidays with Air Transat. As soon as you heard that we were doing this, you thought of your dad, huh?
Yeah. Actually, sorry, I'm just walking to work. I'm just shocked you guys called.
Okay, so why don't you grab a seat somewhere so we can go through this with you, okay?
Okay.
So I'll read this while you look for a place to duck into, because it really sounds like you're being chased.
It really does.
Okay. So you wrote us. I wish and hope Roz and Mocha could send my dad and his brother to the UK to visit my grandmother. My uncle from the UK calls every few days and says that my grandma, who's been a widow since a very young age, misses both of her elder sons very much. Both my dad and his brother miss my grandma so much too, but they're both working all the time to make ends meet for our families to go and see her. I wish Roz and Mocha can send both my dad and his brother to Manchester to see their mother. Thank you. This would mean the entire world to me. She is elderly and can't travel here alone anymore and is always working, and it's just so hard to see her.
Sundus, when was the last time your dad got to see his mom?
Almost 6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Talk about your dad. What kind of guy is he?
My dad is like very loving. Actually, just right now, my mom's parents are here. Just on Thursday, we found out like my uncle went into my grandfather went into cardiac arrest. So he's in the hospital, and then my mom keeps telling my dad like, you know, her dad is very ill, so she keeps telling my dad to go see his mom because of the situation right now we're having.
Geez, this is tough.
Yeah.
What a situation.
So is your mom going to be okay, I guess, with, you know, if the potential for your dad to not be here for the holidays so he can spend the time with his mother?
Yeah, she's the one pushing him to go so bad because my grandmother, the day we found out my grandfather had a cardiac arrest, my grandma in UK had an asthma attack.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, but hers was minor. But my grandfather, like, he's on the ventilator in the ICU.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Well, we love the letter that you sent in to us. We love the entry, and we think you are just like a fantastic person for wanting to get your dad home to see his mom. But not only that, but so your dad and his brother can reunite with their other brother and to also spend the holidays with your mom. And, Air Transat wants to make that happen. And that's exactly what we're all going to do together.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, honey.
Thank you so much.
It's good.
I was looking into buying tickets for him to go.
Where are you crying right now?
Just some random picture.
You don't even know where you are. You're just lost and crying in the city.
Some random place. If anyone asks around you, tell them that you're okay, all right?
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, we love you. Have a wonderful holiday, and tell your pops and his uncle that they're going to get to go see their mom for Christmas.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, love.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
What makes the perfect Christmas? I'll give you an example here. The time you wake up, the time you have dinner, the amount of gifts you get, all that stuff. Like, what makes the perfect Christmas?
I would say not waking up too early because there's nothing worse than sitting by the tree still tired with sleep in your eye.
There's nothing better, you mean?
Well, to each their own. I don't enjoy that. I would say what makes the perfect Christmas is tradition, sitting in the same chair each year to open the presents.
How many presents? What's the perfect amount of presents? Because that's on this list.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. Okay, let's start this. Okay, what is the perfect time to wake up?
Perfect time to wake up, I would say, is 7 o'clock.
I'd say 9 a.m.
Okay, 7:56. So split the difference between the two of you.
Okay.
Okay. How much snow outside? Give it to me in inches.
Ooh, I'm going to say 3.
Oh, I was going to say like 6.
4 inches of snow.
All right, there we go.
Okay. Real or fake tree?
Real.
Yeah, on the list
Even though I have fake, but because I don't want to ruin the hardwood.
Yeah, I hear you. How many presents is the perfect amount of presents to open on Christmas morning?
person?
Yeah, for you.
Oh,
how many presents?
I'm going to say 5.
Maury?
I was literally going to say 5 as well.
7 presents.
Oh.
They said getting 7 presents is the perfect amount.
Now, that's very rare.
Although, for the first time, we, in our house, told our families that my wife and I don't want any presents.
Right.
We said, don't buy us anything. If you're going to utilize your money, if you want to spend it on the kid.
Yeah.
On our son.
Yeah.
And that's it.
How many Christmas movies are you going to watch? Say between Christmas Eve and Boxing Day.
Christmas Eve and Boxing Day.
Between Christmas Eve and Boxing Day, I'm going to say 4.
Oh, I was just going to say 6.
5. Wow,
Oh, wow.
you guys are like right on this.
Yeah.
You guys are right on this.
Christmas is my middle name.
How many family members over to the house is the perfect number of family members over to the house?
7.
We both said 7 at the same time.
The answer to this was having as many family members.
That's not an
over
answer.
to the
That's
house
not
as
an answer.
possible.
That's not an answer.
And this is the most important one because this is always a fight in my house too.
Okay.
When it comes to Christmas dinner,
yes.
What time should you all be sitting down to eat Christmas dinner?
5 o'clock.
See, this is an argument I'm having right now with my family.
This is
so
a thing.
funny.
This is a thing, man.
Can I
5 o'clock thing.
I was going to say, I got a text message from my stepmom saying we're going for 3 o'clock. And I said, great, I'll see you at 6.
Yeah. The perfect time to eat Christmas dinner, according to this survey. And keep in mind, you guys were right on everything else.
Yeah.
Like you guys were average on everything else.
Yeah.
The perfect time to eat Christmas dinner, 2:33 p.m.
No.
Really?
Yep.
That's called lunch.
Yep. 2:33. Yep.
Why so early?
So what, like arrive at the house at like 1:30 maybe?
Yep. Noon.
Oh, I guess so. That's
Maybe.
why, so people can leave and go do their own thing?
I don't know. Who knows?
Wow.
What are these
Yeah.
people,
find
like 80? The
that's
early bird
weird.
special?
I prefer to eat Christmas dinner around 8 p.m. Right?
Oh,
I like
really?
I
Okay.
like a nice late Christmas dinner. 7 o'clock I'll do.
Yeah.
Catherine would eat Christmas dinner at noon if you asked her what time she wanted to
Yeah?
eat Christmas dinner. 100%. She would much prefer to do everything over that sort of lunchy, brunchy, or lunchy early dinner kind of thing where I'm like, no, let's go late. We'll get a couple drinks in everybody. We'll light some
Yeah.
candles. It'll be
Yes.
nice and dark. Everything will be
Yes.
cleaned
That's really
up.
nice stuff.
I've already had my nap.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
You can't eat dinner while the sun's still up.
2:33, according to this survey, is the best time to eat Christmas dinner.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hi, it's Roz Mocha.
Hi there, this is Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's going on?
It's my birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday. How old are you today?
Thank you. 26.
Nice. What are you most excited about celebrating your birthday around the holidays?
That it's not too close to Christmas. It's just far away enough that it doesn't get like overshadowed.
Right. That's tough for
Yeah.
people when your birthday's real close to Christmas because my kid is Roxy's January 3rd.
Yes.
And the problem with January 3rd when you're a little kid is that all your friends are still on summer break or
Yeah.
Christmas break.
Right.
Right? So it's tough.
So you can't really celebrate until after all of that's done.
Which she's pretty
Right.
used to now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you make people, when they give you like presents, have people always been super conscious to not, wrap your birthday present in Christmas wrapping and stuff like that? Like to just make sure that it is birthday?
Oh, yeah, my family's always been so good with that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mother-in-law, her birthday is Christmas Eve.
Oh.
So we
Oh,
always
yeah.
get together and we do something special for her on December 24th, but we make sure that it is not Christmas themed, Christmas related.
Right.
We try our very best to make it all about her birthday.
Yeah, it's tough though.
It is very tough.
Yeah.
So what do you already have plans, Jennifer?
Well, I have to go to work today, but then just having dinner with my family and my husband after.
Nice. Where are you guys going?
Symposium Cafe in Stouffville.
Oh, nice. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we hope you enjoy
That's
your
great.
birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling in.
Oh, thanks for talking to me.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Do we have the ultimate birthday gift for you?
What's that?
For your birthday, you, Jennifer, 26 years old, get to tell the Roz and Mocha Show who your favorite is between Roz and Mocha.
No.
You can't deny a birthday gift.
Oh my God, that's not a gift.
It sure is.
Oh my God, no, I can't pick.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
I never wanted to be asked this question. I honestly cannot choose between the two of you.
But
I guess I'll have to go with Roz.
oh, great! Thanks. Really appreciate the support. Thanks so much. That's
So
great.
disappointing.
Well, Mocha's the one who made me force me to choose.
Yeah, no. I love it. Thank you. I'll take that. And it feels so great. It really does.
Happy birthday, Jennifer.
Feels so wonderful. I'm day made. Thank you.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, great.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Kind of hot right now. I'd take my coat off.
You're always hot.
Yeah, thank you, Maury. Thank you.
Good morning, Dan Maury.
Good morning. I said it really straight there. You're always hot.
What do you mean you said that really straight?
Yeah,
because if I said something really gay, people would jump on me all over for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what do you mean you said something really straight?
Like I said deeper, I sounded very uneffeminate.
Right. Do you think you sound effeminate? Normally, I don't think you sound effeminate.
you sound like a dude.
There are a lot of people that think I'm
You
straight.
sound like a dude. Is that what you said?
No, like he's got like a dude voice.
Yeah.
I know. There are some women that shocks them when I tell them that I'm gay. They're like, no.
No. Nobody's shocked.
Who?
Well,
who?
They're great actresses.
Right.
Who? Name them. Run down the list right now.
Who was shocked?
It's
that
like
you were-
when
I could
it's
say
like when
women's names. You'd never know who they were. All
This is
pulling names out of the
exactly
air.
like when Maury's like, "Oh my God, so many people are talking about this online," or "I tweeted this one thing and I got so much reaction." How much reaction,
I'd
Maury?
say like,
That's like
you know,
one person.
in the last month, maybe 5 people were shocked.
5
Who
people?
doesn't- Okay, but who doesn't know that you're gay, though? Who are these people? Where are you going?
You know, like random people that I might meet from the U.S.
Who did you meet? Who are you meeting from the U.S. this past month?
So in 1 month, you met 5 people from the U.S.
Yeah,
Okay.
like if I'm at the gym or something or whatever, and the instructor's talking to me, and
Yeah.
Maury is with his husband. Husband?
Who says husband? This random person from the U.S. that just showed up at the gym and
You're
it
so
happens to be
full.
the
You've got
same
yourself.
class.
You've got yourself. You see what happens? You told one lie, right? And now you've spent almost 2 minutes lying and lying and lying.
Okay,
because
truth be told, once there was a woman a long time ago that was surprised.
So not
if you
so
know
not
that I'm
5
not telling
people
the truth,
from the
why don't you
U.S.
just
in the
go
past
with
month.
me?
And when we say, Maury, who are these people? Did you honestly think that you just saying 5 people from the U.S. that we would then drop it? Like we're suddenly going to let this go and not be curious about all your new American friends?
I thought you'd just be like, oh, yeah, the U.S.
So did the gym thing happen or no?
No, it didn't happen.
But I thought, like, Roz, if I looked at him in the eye, he'd be like, oh, just go with him.
No,
on
because
this.
I'm genuinely curious. That's why I asked the question. I'm not trying to say that people don't think people are straight when they're gay. I'm not trying to say that at all. I'm just actually curious. But
so
if you're just spinning lies,
so nobody actually thinks that
Once.
Once. How many years ago?
Like 5.
Okay.
Right. Because
was a person even from the U.S.?
No.
You're lying about geography.
God, I should have picked another country.
Right? Everything is a lie. Like
I
everything.
don't know what to believe anymore.
Everything's a lie. Anyway, you
I
were
am
saying
the Lion King.
You were saying I look good.
Yeah, so I say that
Thank
again,
you.
but straightly.
Thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
OPP are reminding people once again that you can't abuse 911.
Uh-oh.
Because I guess out in Simcoe, there was a 911 call placed. And then when the cops arrived, they found a 9-year-old girl who called 911 because her parents asked her to clean her room.
Oh, no. I mean, for a 9-year-old emergency, yes, but does it warrant calling 911? Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
I mean, and I hated doing stuff. I was trying to remember, like, because I was never really that much of a I don't know if rebel is the right word. I just sort of did like when my parents asked me to do something.
Yeah.
I don't remember having those like big giant bloats. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my mom would remember better where I was just like a complete jerk and stuff. But I don't remember doing that stuff. Like, I think that I was just like a decent kid that would just clean your room when somebody told you
I
to
would
clean
like to
your
think
room.
I was bad as a kid.
Were you?
I was, yeah.
Like
I gave
bad how?
Like I gave my parents trouble.
Did you?
Yeah.
Like what? But you got spanked too, though.
I did.
Yeah, see, I didn't.
Because I was a bad kid. I didn't listen.
Yeah.
I didn't listen. And I remember one Saturday, my mom and dad went to Nob Hill Farms.
Oh, no.
Grocery shopping. You remember they had the giant...
I never went to Nob Hill Farms, man.
Laundry basket?
I didn't go there.
For your groceries, right?
Yeah.
And they came home, and I was upstairs watching wrestling.
Yeah, of course.
And they came home, and they said, hey, help with this.
Yeah.
Help your dad bring all this stuff in from the car. I was like, okay, I'll be down in a sec. And that I'll be down in a sec turned into minutes. And by the time I went, they had already brought everything in.
That's the worst. Catherine, I do that to Catherine all the time now.
And I got in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, like bad.
Yeah. She'll be like, can you help me put the groceries away, please? I got to go to the office. I got to get this phone call. And I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. Just give me like 2 seconds. And then I'll do something.
Yeah.
And then I'll turn around and all the groceries will be put away already. And I'm like, oh, it's the worst.
And at that point, you know.
And she's not even in the kitchen anymore.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, oh, it's the worst. And I feel like such a terrible person. Did you get hit when you were a kid more?
Did I get hit? All the time. Like, I remember once my dad raised his fist at me when I couldn't figure out a math equation.
Oof, wow.
And he was like circling it so much on the paper that that circle was like cut through.
Oh,
and he's like, how do you not get this?
Do you remember what the question was? I don't think I ever would
It
have
was
forgot that
so
question.
easy. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember
How do you
looking.
know? Yeah, how do you not after that?
Oh,
No.
my God.
And I remember he was trying to, once I was in the library at school with my dad and my grandmother, and they were getting so frustrated because there was a quiz or something, and the answer was wrist. But they kept pointing, what is this? Like to
Yeah.
their wrist. I'm like, hand? I just remember not wanting to say the word wrist.
But did you know wrist?
Yeah, I
The
knew.
word
I was just
wrist?
playing with them, but I was just like,
Wow. See, I never got hit. No, I
Can't
never.
do that now, though. Are you kidding me?
No, my God, it's very difficult to discipline a kid. And you see these stories all the time online. I was watching one this morning where his daughter got kicked off the school bus, and as punishment, and she got kicked off the school bus for bullying another kid.
Ooh.
And people are going in on this dad right now because they don't agree with what he's doing.
Which is
but
what?
the video was him in the car following really, really slowly behind his daughter on like a giant rural road somewhere because she got kicked off the bus for bullying. And she came home and said, you're going to have to drive me to school next week. And he was like, no, I'm not. And so he made her walk 5 miles while he drove.
You got to get your ass to school
behind
then.
her. Right? 5 miles. That's a long walk, man.
Freaking wake up early then.
That's a long walk.
You can wake up every day to bully. You can
Okay.
wake up early to walk 5 miles to school.
Jeez, yeah.
oh
Listen.
my God, that's how, look at, there was a little taste
know.
of mocha as a dad. Daddy
I know.
mocha
play
right
with me.
there.
Maury almost just started yelling wrist for no reason.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Man, it's this time of year where my fingernails start hurting.
Your fingernails start hurting.
Yeah, because
How's that possible?
because over the holidays I eat more pistachios than I do at any other time of the year.
Oh,
and,
sure.
And I had a ton over the weekend.
I had some last night.
And I had a ton over the weekend. And underneath my thumbnails is all cut and raw.
I know.
From trying to force pistachios open.
When we eat pistachios at home, my wife will always take the one that's like completely closed.
Yeah.
And then she'll just pass it to me.
Right.
Not to open for her, but just to open, like, I don't want this
Just
when you
to
take
deal
it.
with it.
I feel you should be able to bring those ones back for like more
should.
pistachios.
You should. I need a shucker. You know what I mean?
A pistachio sugar?
Yeah, like you know how they do with what are
Clams.
those things called? Yeah,
And
like
mussels.
oysters.
Oysters, yeah.
Yeah, like I need a pistachio shucker, something that maybe just like slips over your thumb like a little thimble.
You know.
that I can then just hold it and snap them open.
You know that they sell pistachios shelled or hulled already.
Don't want that because pistachios should be enjoyed one at a time.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't want to throw a handful of pistachios in
like
my mouth.
peanuts.
Yeah, I don't want to do that with pistachios. And I enjoy the process. Like I enjoy the reward for a pistachio after having done the work.
Yeah,
However,
it's hard work.
I will say this though, and every bag has one. Every bag has that one nasty pistachio that ruins it for everybody else. You know when you eat that one and you're like, oh, that was off.
Mm-hmm.
Every bag has that one nasty pistachio.
Is it the one that the shell is pretty much open
Yeah.
and it's still hanging in there?
Yeah.
But it's like dried
Yeah,
out?
it tastes terrible.
Yeah.
It tastes terrible. Like it tastes like foot, right? It's not good.
I was going to say,
there's nothing
I was
wrong
gonna
with
say
the taste of foot.
plastic bag.
Not it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hi, this is the Roz Mocha Show. What's your name?
Hi, Melanie. What's
Hi,
up?
Melanie. Good. How are you?
Much better now. This is awesome.
What's going on?
No, honestly, I'm in Toronto. I moved to Ottawa for school.
Uh-huh.
And I'm having a hard time getting you guys out there. I don't know why. I don't know if it's my phone or the station, but how can I hear you in Ottawa?
Oh, so we actually, the Roz Mocha Show is on Kiss 105.3 in the evening in Ottawa.
Okay.
At 7 o'clock. And also, you can grab our podcast. If you have iOS, we're on Apple Podcasts. If you are on an Android, you can get us through any of the podcast apps from the Google Play Store.
Right. Okay. Right on. I will do that. Yes, I heard that actually. Okay. Wicked.
All right.
Yay.
So how long ago did you move out to Ottawa?
I moved at the end of August.
Oh,
So not so long ago.
You like it okay?
I like it. My mornings have been pretty bleak, but
Okay.
the city itself is cool.
Yeah. What are you taking out there?
Social work. Really some riveting stuff. Yeah.
So how long have you been listening to the Roz Mocha Show?
Honestly, not that long. I would say about 2 years.
Oh, okay. How'd you discover us?
How did I discover you? I don't know. I think I had a job that had me waking up super early, and I was listening to the radio, and I was like, what is the best thing to listen to right now? And it was just a no-brainer. I don't know.
Oh, nice. Well, I think you're going to enjoy the podcast.
I think so, too.
There are like 50-plus episodes on there, so you have more than
Hours
enough
and
to,
hours and hours.
to binge and catch up on.
Nice. Okay.
And
something
Melanie,
to look forward to.
before we let you
Yeah.
go, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
I don't know. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I love you both equally.
It doesn't work that way, and you know it.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Mocha because he's putting less pressure on me.
Well, I said nothing.
Hey, Roz, stop pressuring the girl.
Nothing. I said
You
nothing.
both are wonderful. I hope you know that. I love you both equally.
We love you too, Melanie. Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, it's Bob Barker's birthday today.
Bob Barker,
Who-
come on down.
Who retired from The Price is Right in 2007. Yeah. And he's 95 today.
Wow.
I miss that guy hosting that show.
Do you? Do you still watch Price
I
is
watch,
Right?
Yeah, I do from time to time. And Drew Carey is it's just not the same as
Well,
when
yeah.
Bob Barker did
Well,
it.
yeah, but it's always going to
Drew
be
Carey's
like
good, though. I like him on that show. I'll check it out every now and
Do
then.
you still watch Price is Right too?
Once in a while.
Don't forget, I was almost on it with Drew Carey.
Yeah, we'll never forget that more. Don't worry.
Yeah, but I miss Bob Barker doing that just because he kind of was a little bit more crass and,
It was
a
like
little bit
11
more-
years ago, though. Like, at what point do you stop? Like, you could have been in a relationship with Bob Barker, and you shouldn't miss him by now.
That's true.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
you could
Yeah,
have dated.
get over it.
You could have dated Bob Barker.
Let it go,
Like,
man.
you broke up in
Can
2007.
Jim Carrey, or not Jim Carrey, Drew Carey live his life?
Yeah, I
Like,
don't
if
know.
you were in here right now talking about somebody that you dated in 2007, and you were like, God, I still miss him.
There are times where I miss my first boyfriend, and we broke up in 1998.
You miss your first boyfriend?
First boyfriend?
There are times where I'm like, oh, I remember when we would do like the innocent days of going to Dairy Queen.
But what's stopping you from going to Dairy Queen with your husband now?
We do.
Yeah.
But I just remember those
Oh.
days where you had nothing to do the next day.
So you miss being young. You miss youth.
Yeah, I miss youth. It
Right.
just so happens he was part of the
Right,
youth.
right. You seem like the type of person that misses youth, much like you miss Bob Barker. You miss things.
It's so weird.
No, you do. You have a real affinity to things that ground you in your younger years. Because I don't know whether you think that that's when you were at your best, or I don't know what it is, but
Because you can't relive those times.
right.
Like, I wish that I got in more trouble back then. Do you ever wish you got in more trouble?
No.
No.
Well, maybe.
Like, what kind of trouble are we talking?
Maybe it's because you spend your
You know,
time
like
at Dairy
smoking-
Queen at 2:00 in the afternoon every day. Like how much trouble do you want to get in? But no, you really do. Because I don't have that. Do you have that, Mocha?
No.
I don't have that thing where I tie so much of my identity to things that went on in the past. Like, I don't have an emotional reaction when somebody says Bob Barker.
No.
Like, I just said Bob Barker's birthday today. Maury held his heart and went, oh, I miss him.
Yeah.
Like, you have these anchors.
Because I'm
to your
afraid to
life.
get old. I don't want to be. I want to still be young and fresh and smooth.
Right. Is that why
Yeah.
you still wear clothes that fit 12-year-olds? Or no?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello, it's the Roz and Mocha Show. What is your name?
My name is Saruka.
What's going on?
I just want to say that I love your show, and I haven't been listening for that long, but I have quite a long commute to work, and I'm a student, and your podcasts are really making my life easier. Yeah.
Thank you. So when you say you're like fairly new to the show, like how new are we talking?
Well, I started listening to podcasts probably a month ago, and I'm like episode maybe 40-ish.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And, so I've been listening to the radio show for maybe about a year now.
Oh, okay. Because we've been on the radio for just over 9 years.
Yeah.
And how did you discover the Roz Mocha show?
I think one of my friends was actually talking about it, and they're like, "Oh, I love listening to this show," and like, I'm like, "Oh, might as well tune into it." And like, you guys start about the time that I leave for work, so yeah, it keeps me awake at least when I'm sitting on the highway.
Oh, nice. And what is it about the show that you like?
I just like that it's just so funny, and like I love how like honest you guys are, and yeah, it's so relatable. And when Roz is just like, ranting, I'm like, I totally agree. And like, I just remember that one, like Highway 401, like that left lane kind of, the passing lane kind of topic. I was like, I totally agree with you on it. And I'm just like, yeah, it got me hooked.
We don't talk about that anymore.
It still gets people fired up.
But I agree with you.
I get too much heat when I talk about driving, man. I
know.
can't.
Come from the experienced driver who's been on the road for a year and a half.
No, I can't.
I've been only driving for 4 months, so.
Oh, okay. You and
that's
I
all
can
right.
talk then.
Yeah,
We can talk.
You guys can talk.
We can talk all day about driving.
Folks can talk over there in the far right lane. So between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite then? You've been listening for about a year now.
Yeah, I feel like I've been listening for, with all the podcasts, basically, like, know you forever, I feel like. I have to say Roz is my favorite.
Well, you're an inexperienced driver, so.
Yeah, I'd say I pick you up, but I can't drive at night yet.
It is an experienced adult driver in the passenger seat at
Yeah,
least.
and unless you live in the downtown core, I can't get you either because I'm not allowed to go on a 400 series highway. But maybe next year, girl. Keep me in your thoughts.
Thank you so much for calling in, and thank you for listening. Please call us again, okay?
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
Here we go. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Damnit Maurie called me yesterday, said he went for a massage, and things got real uncomfortable.
Oh.
Damnit Maurie, please join us. And then I got uncomfortable because Maurie was acting. It was really weird. So,
because I'm going to rehab.
Maurie got uncomfortable at his massage, and then telling the story to me, he was telling it in an uncomfortable manner, which then made me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
And then I got off the phone, and I was like, I don't know if I can talk to this guy again on the phone.
What was uncomfortable?
So I went because I'm going through rehab for my leg from the car accident.
Oh, God. If you missed it, like 3 weeks ago, Damnit Maurie got tapped by a car on the road, and he got a 5-inch bruise that he now has to go to rehab for.
Yeah, so I was in rehab.
How's the bruise? Is it still there?
Yeah, it's still here.
How big is it?
It's the same size. It's just like not going away.
Is it still really purple?
No, now it's like reddish. It kind of looks like a mahogany wood.
Okay, nice.
And so
so are you taking this guy to court? The one that bumped you with the car?
No, I'm just enjoying the insurance perks of going for free massages.
So you contacted insurance?
Yeah.
Your insurance?
Because there's the thing in Canada, I learned there's no fault.
Yeah.
So it has to go through my car insurance and then their insurance kind of thing. But my insurance doesn't go up. So I'm like, all right, cha-ching.
So what? So your insurance is asking you now to go to rehab?
Yeah, they're like, you have to go for an assessment and a couple things. I'm like, no problem.
Okay, so you go and
So I
what,
went
some
for a
guy rubs
massage.
your leg?
So I took off my pants and I'm in my underwear.
AKA your shorts.
Yeah.
Because your boxers go all
My
the way down to your
boxers.
knees.
And he has this stick that gets really warm that he puts lube on. And he's rubbing my upper area.
So it's a
And
dude
with-
that's rubbing you down.
Yeah,
Okay.
with the stick with the lube and his hand. And the problem was it's like, it's all right there. And I closed my eyes or whatever, and you know, things were moving and stuff.
Okay.
And in order for things not to get more, I guess, less relaxing, I had to start thinking about other things and talking and stuff like that just to get my mind off of what he was doing. So I just started yelling out, you know, it's snowing outside.
Right.
Meanwhile, we weren't talking, so I just yelled out, it's snowing outside without silence.
Right. Okay. For your therapeutic treatment following a car accident aren't supposed to be erotic. right? It's supposed to, like, it should hurt a little. Like, it should be medicinal. Like, it should.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be going to a place where it's, where it's low lit with candles. This is like physio, right?
I know, but it was really, really warm and vibraty. So it was in silent and
right?
dark.
Well, listen, man, the body's going to do what the body does, I guess,
So
right?
I had to break the silence by talking about something. So I just was like,
So when you yelled out, "So it's snowing outside,"
so it's snowing outside.
What did he say?
He's like, I'm sorry, what? It is? Oh, I haven't been outside all day. I'm like, yep, snow, lots of snow.
He didn't lean into you and go, "Let me warn you up."
That's a signal these feeling
Right? Yeah, I
chilly.
know. Yeah, yeah.
So after you said that, and then he replied, was it then quiet for the rest of the?
It got quiet again,
the
so I had to
massage?
like talk about something outgoing. Like, well, from here, I'm going for lunch.
Like you're asking him out on a date?
No, I was just like, I had
You
to
didn't tell me that part of the story.
I had to just say anything just to sort of create conversation. I'm
How
like,
far?
lunch.
Okay, how long was the
45
session?
45 minutes of rubbing and vibrating.
Okay, so 45 minutes. How long into that 45 minutes did you yell out snow, that it's snowing?
2 minutes.
So 2 minutes in. So 2 minutes in, and then how long after that 2 minutes did you mention that you're going for lunch?
4 minutes after that.
So 6 minutes. So what did you do then for the other 39 minutes that you had in that room?
When it
with
got
that-
silent again, I was just like, oh, what are you doing for Christmas?
Talk to me about your grandma. You got a grandma?
It's like
What are you getting your grandma?
You're asking him out or something. You're interviewing him to be your next boyfriend.
I just wanted it, like, it was so good, but at the same time, I'm like, we got to talk about something because it's really warm and you know.
How do you avoid salmonella splash when you watch the turkey? I'm just curious.
Explain everything.
Everything.
Step by step, please.
Yeah. Salmonella, not a problem? Okay.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
When's the last time you went to the library?
Oh, God, dude. Friggin' years.
Really, huh? I bring my
And
kid to the library. She likes the library.
I'm waiting for my kid to get a little older. He loves books.
Go and get his library card and
Oh,
stuff
my
like
God.
that.
Dude, I can't tell you how happy I am. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the pictures in the books.
Yeah.
Or it's our voices, my wife and I, when we read to him.
Yeah.
But he's 19 months and he loves books. He will go grab a book and we will sit there and read like 7 books all in a row.
Great. Don't stop that.
He'll just sit in our lap and we will just read and read and read. I love it. I can't wait to take him to the library.
I absolutely love the library. I never was read to as a kid, but now I'm obsessed with books. And in fact, it was...
You only just recently started reading books.
Yeah, a page and a half a day.
Yeah.
But now I love donating. When I'm done with the books, I donate them to the library.
Good. See,
Yeah.
that's the way the world should work. So the Toronto Public Library revealed that some of the statistics of what was borrowed this year.
Oh, nice.
And when it came to U.S. politics, people in this city anyway are obsessed. So apparently 500 people in Toronto place holds on Fire and Fury. That was the Donald Trump expose.
Oh, yeah.
And his time in the White House. And that was in a single day. That was more people put the book on hold than in New York City and Washington.
Wow.
So people in Toronto were obsessed with that. All in all, in 2018, Fire and Fury was borrowed 3,547 times.
Holy cow.
But it's not the number one book.
Oh, really?
No. The number one book borrowed from the library. And when I found this out, it all made sense. But the number one book borrowed from the Toronto Public Library is not a book that was released this year.
Okay.
It is not a book with a famous author. It is not a book based on anything that has to do with pop culture or sports.
I was going to
or
say like a
politics.
Harry Potter book or something.
Nope.
Where
What
would
was
it be filed?
Oh, my
Where would
God.
it be filed?
Oh, wait, no,
It
not
has,
Twilight.
It has nothing to do with food.
Is it a how-to?
Yes, it's a how-to.
Oh, like a gardening book?
No, it has nothing to do with
Okay, what is it
food
then?
or gardening. The number one book borrowed in 2018 is the Ontario Driver's Handbook.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
4,665 times over the
They
past
actually
12
have
months.
that to take out?
Yes, you can borrow it.
Really?
Yep, that is
Wow.
the number one overall book borrowed from the Toronto Public Library.
Wow.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is,
Got a problem you can't fix? Roz and Mocha got you.
Hi, Julie. It's Roz Mocha.
good morning, how are you guys?
Good. I feel like you've been living a lie for years and years and years, huh?
Not that many years.
Okay, so let's go
I'm
back
pretty
over
good at
this
it.
real quick. Julie, good morning, by the way. Roz and Mocha fix my life. I've been with my boyfriend for 3 years now, and he's amazing. But there's one thing I just cannot stand. Him and his family have a cottage up north that they adore. But to be honest, cottages, camping trailers, just not my thing. I get super anxious when I'm up there, and I truly dislike it. The cottage is their world. It's beautiful, and I can appreciate the thought of it. I just don't like being up there. I dread summers because I know that every long weekend it's time to go up. It means so much to him that I go up with him and his family, but I don't know how many more long weekends I can take. Wow. I've gone plenty of times, and I've tried hard to stay open-minded. Please give me advice as to how to go about this issue. Thanks.
Okay, Julie, does your boyfriend know that you hate going up to the cottage?
Yes.
Oh, he does?
Yes, he does. And I've been fully open with that fact. And
so what does he say to you when the subject comes up, knowing that you don't like to go?
Well, it's important to me. It's important to my family, and I want you to be there. You're, person I want to spend the rest of my days with. This cottage is for us in the future, and with time, you'll get to love it. And just be there. Just, he's never really forced it. Like sometimes I really, oh my God, it takes like everything in me to be like, okay, I'll pack the freaking luggage. But
is there any room for compromise whatsoever?
In what sense though? Because I feel like I don't want to be that kind of girlfriend that's like, no, you guys go do your thing. Like I want to be there for him at the same time. I don't want to be at the cottage, but I want to be there for him.
Right. If you say you're not going, does he go up without you?
Not often, no.
Okay, so he'll just sit at home and then make you pay for it.
He won't make me feel bad, but like...
Okay.
You do feel bad.
I feel bad naturally because his family really wants him and us there.
Now, does he take it as that you don't like the cottage or that you don't want to spend time with his family? Because there's two different things.
I would say he knows the type of person that I am, and he knows for the most part it's being up there, it's being stuck for 3 days.
Hold on a second. Julie, I'm going to stop you right there because this may shift the direction of the conversation.
Yeah.
Do you like your boyfriend's family?
Yes.
Okay. And you get along with them?
Yes. I will just say that his father is a very hardworking man, of like an old school guy.
Uh-huh.
And when we're up there, everything is about work.
Right.
It's about cutting firewood. It's overwhelming the amount of work that needs to be done.
Yeah, it's the maintenance of the cottage, right?
And that's on us.
I think the way to frame this, first of all, if you enjoy, spending time with his family, I think that you have to frame it in a way where he doesn't feel like you don't want to spend time with his family. Okay, that's the first thing you have to do. And I think that you don't come at this with in a negative way that you hate going up there and you hate the work and you sort of grind your teeth and get through every weekend up there. I think that there's nothing wrong with saying, I know that you love this.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. And it's incredible, okay? But I don't love it the way you love it. I really don't. And to dedicate all of our long weekends to the same thing, which I am not even close to loving the way that you love it, I can't help but feel that I'm compromising a little too much here when it comes to every single long weekend. And it's finding a balance because this isn't something that's going to taper off. If you guys start, continuing on with this, maybe you get married, everything else. He already has visions of you guys and your kids going up there every long weekend.
He says it. He says right now you don't love it, but when we start having kids, you're going to love it.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you what the problem is that he's right. Not about you loving it, but your kids are going to love it.
For sure.
I know. And I'm going to fear that.
Right?
Yeah.
Your kids are going to love it. And you don't have to come up with like any sort of structured thing. Like the thing that for me always fails in these conversations are when you have to make it even, where you say, hey, listen, if for every one weekend we go up there, we got to do one weekend back in the city to do things that I like doing. You can't play that. You can't play that even game. Like any compromise has to just come out of compassion for the other person's likes and dislikes and what they're truly passionate about, right?
Yeah. I wasn't raised to go to cottages. I wasn't raised to go to trailers. My parents were very like private people, and they didn't like that kind of stuff. Hence why I never got to do that kind of stuff. And I'm not grown into it, right? So my family over the long weekends, it's more like, okay, barbecues at the house, you know, let's invite the whole clan over, the nieces and nephews. Let's just get together.
Okay, so what are you doing with all those other weekends that you're not at the cottage?
I don't have much planned.
Okay, so but what I'm saying is that you don't see that as like a balance, though?
But yeah, I guess like you're saying the weekends that are not long weekends, we can spend doing whatever we want.
I just don't see why you don't.
Well, we do. It's just it gives me anxiety to go up there.
Okay, so it's not about you spending the long weekends at the cottage. You just really hate going to the cottage, regardless of the situation.
It's just such a different thing for me, and I know it's not a terrible thing because I see most people in the world love it.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. I feel like abnormal.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I think that's a you problem, right? You know, you gotta figure that out, and you gotta figure it out with your boyfriend, because you can have the conversation of you don't really love it the way that he does. You appreciate the fact that he's so passionate about it, but you don't share that passion. That's one way to sort of go into this conversation. But if you are going to continue the life with this guy, you can't kibosh cottage weekends, hon.
It's not fair, right?
It's not fair. Then it's all you.
All right, Julie, so you got the answers, right, from Roz and I. The other thing I'm going to throw at you, if you really, 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 really want to get away from this, you break up with your boyfriend and you get a guy in the city. Boom.
Oh, my God.
Done.
I would never do that.
Well,
I would
then,
never do that.
Friggin' suck it up.
Do you go to cottages, Mocha?
Hell no.
Why?
City boy for life, girl.
I know.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life, only on Kiss.
Hey, yeah, go ahead.
No, what?
No, I was just going to ask you if you watched Dumpling yet on Netflix.
Dumpling?
Yeah, you haven't watched that yet?
No.
Oh, it's awesome, man. You got to watch it. Dumpling is Jennifer Aniston's in it.
Yeah.
And it's about a teenage girl who is overweight, and she's got a friend. And her mom, Jennifer Aniston, is this small-town Texas beauty pageant queen legend who runs the local pageant. And Dumpling is the nickname that she has for her daughter, the young girl. Oh. And then her daughter decides to join the beauty pageant. And it's the story of this young girl and her three friends who join this beauty pageant, which starts out as a protest to the horrid aspects of things called beauty pageants.
So is it like Little Miss Sunshine?
It's sort of like it's not unlike Little Miss Sunshine.
Because it sounds like you're describing Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah, it's not unlike Little Miss Sunshine, but Little Miss Sunshine really wanted to do the pageant for the right reasons, right? Where it's a little bit more of a protest at first. But man, I watched this movie alone, a couple of drinks, I was crying.
Yeah?
Yes! And also the best part is every single song that is played in the movie, every single song, even when the characters are hanging out singing songs together in the movie, every single song is a Dolly Parton song.
Really?
Yeah, it's all Dolly Parton. The two main characters are obsessed with Dolly Parton.
You've turned me on to Dolly Parton in so many ways.
I'm dude, Dolly's the bomb.
I just logged into my Netflix account and added it to my list here.
Yeah, it's real cute. Like if you haven't watched Dumpling yet, it's
actually like a Netflix movie.
No, it is a Netflix. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Jennifer Aniston's really great.
I got to add one more to your list, the Kaminsky Effect.
Yeah, I haven't got to that yet. But Dumpling is, Kaminsky Effect was nominated for Golden Globe too, so I'll probably watch that over the holidays.
Michael Douglas.
Here's the description on Netflix. To prove a point about measuring up and fitting in, Texas teen Willow Dean Dixon enters a local pageant run by her ex-beauty queen mom. Oh, man, this looks real nice.
Dude, I'm telling you, Dumpling is amazing. But the most binge shows on Netflix in 2018, they released this list. And Netflix, and they don't release numbers as far as how many people binge these shows. They don't want you to know, but they will release the most binged shows.
But the year's not even over yet.
Well, it's close enough, though,
I know, but something could come out on top.
At number 10 was Season 6, Orange is the New Black.
Okay.
Number 9 was Insatiable.
Insatiable.
Number 8 was Anne with an E, Season 2. Another great show.
That's like Anne of Green Gables.
It is, yeah. It's awesome, though. It's so good.
Yeah.
The Haunting of Hill House at number 7.
No surprise there.
Fastest Car at number 6.
Really?
Don't know what that is. Bodyguard at number 5.
I watched one episode of that so far.
It's the best show I've seen in years.
Yeah, you know,
hot.
we
The lead
started.
actor in that's hot.
We started watching that. Really good.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
it's
I think we're
great,
like
man.
two episodes in.
So hot.
And it's a quick watch too. It's only like 6 episodes.
I
right?
know, but once you get to like episode 8 or whatever it is, like the final
Can I
episode,
ask-
they get up to like an hour 15.
Can I ask a question?
Like,
the woman
yeah.
he keeps visiting, is that his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend or something where the kids stay? That's the only thing I'm confused at.
Okay, we'll talk about that after.
Oh,
okay, because
spoiler.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
13 Reasons Why, season 2 at number 3.
Oh, yeah?
Making a Murderer part 2.
Loved it.
At number 2. And then something called On My Block, which I don't know what that is.
On My Block. What's
yeah,
that?
that was the number 1
Oh!
stream show on Netflix.
I heard about that. That's about the bunch of kids that live in LA, right?
Is it? I don't know.
I believe so. Yeah, On My Block.
And they also revealed the 3 Netflix movies that were rewatched the most. This makes me happier than
boy.
anything. This makes me happier than what Dumpling made me happy.
Okay.
A movie called Roxanne, which I don't know that a lot about.
That is the story of female rapper Roxanne Shante from back in the day in New York.
There we go. And then
Yeah.
To All the Boys I Loved Before.
Uh-huh.
And my favorite movie on Netflix, which was number 1, the most rewatched movie on Netflix, was The Kissing Booth.
I
Is
like
that the one with Robbie Amell?
No.
No, this one is like literally.
No, that was
it's
The
a photo-
Babysitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Kissing Booth is everything that those movies should be. That everything that a teen, high school, love,
Is
romance.
that the one, the time machine?
No, That's How We Met. Or the story of us, or
Which
How We
was
Met,
good.
or one of
Yeah,
those
yeah.
things. That movie was awesome.
So what's
But
The Kissing Booth?
The Kissing Booth is just same thing. Nerdy girl falls in love with a dude at high school. She doesn't feel she's good enough.
man.
He's like hot stuff. He's got a motorcycle. Just everything that you need in a movie. Right?
So that was the most watched
Yes.
movie on
Yes.
Netflix for 2018.
Yes.
Wow.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hi, this is Roz and Mocha. Who's this?
Catherine.
Hi, Catherine. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Wait, not Roz's girlfriend, Catherine.
No.
Oh, you say that with such disappointment. What's going on?
I just wanted to call in and say thanks for being great every day on the radio and also for the podcast because my husband and I don't get to listen to you guys really during the week.
Oh, wow.
So we've kind of made it like a little habit. We've been in the car a little bit more lately, so we always put the podcast on and he always has a great laugh out of it. So
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
during the actual live show, how much time do you get to listen to the show?
Well, he drives like maybe 10 minutes to work, so
Oh,
he
okay.
gets to listen to like basically nothing of it.
Yeah.
And then I don't get to listen to a ton of it because I have 2 kids, so it's generally kind of hard to hear you guys over it.
Oh, so when do you guys listen to the podcast?
We usually listen to it on the weekends.
Yeah.
My grandparents can't drive anymore, so usually on the weekends we're kind of out and about all day long. So we've been in the car a lot more lately than normal.
Now, do you listen, you generally listen together, or do you listen at times separately, or are you not allowed to listen separately? It's one of those things where you have to listen together.
Well, okay. Like our TV shows, you're supposed to watch it together.
Yeah, true. You can't jump ahead.
But
best, but I can't always wait.
So you will skip ahead and listen to the show, Catherine, without your husband. Now, do you tell him, or does he ask you? And if he does, do you just lie to him and pretend like you waited for him to listen to the show?
Sometimes I lie, but then sometimes, like when you guys had Mark Wahlberg on a couple weeks ago, I was like, I'm like, you have to listen to it like from this part. We can't listen to it from the beginning. He's like, well, why? I'm like, just be quiet and listen. And then as soon as he heard that Mark Wahlberg was going to be on it, his whole face like lit up. He's like in love with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh,
So
that's so great. It's so awesome.
that's
It's
great.
so awesome. I'm so happy that people are into this podcast, man. I really am.
it's so great. It really is.
That's the greatest thing anybody could ever say. It really is. Like, I don't think that you or anybody else listening right now knows what it feels like when somebody's like, oh, I just like they love the podcast, or they binge it with their family, or they have to treat it like Netflix, where you got to go cover your tracks when you jump ahead, and you don't want to piss your partner off. Like, it's the greatest thing in the world. It's the greatest gift anybody could ever give. Really, truly.
Well, I just want to say I really appreciate it because I know it takes a lot of time and effort, and it's a lot more like on top of, I know you guys have a lot with your family, and Roz works like 15 different jobs.
Well, Catherine, thank you very much to you and your husband for listening to the show, listening to the podcast. We love you guys for it.
No problem. I've got a bone to pick with Roz, though.
Oh, why?
Here we
What'd
go.
I do?
Yeah, go for it. We got time.
Because you're being selfish, first of all.
I'm being selfish.
You're being selfish, and I'm going to tell you why.
I've
So
never been
hunker
accused of being
down and
selfish. This is the first time anybody in my life has ever called me selfish. This is news to me.
You're being selfish because I heard that when it's time for you to retire, you're just going to up and leave everything.
Yes.
So you're being selfish to everybody because that's not fair to me.
That's not fair to you. I don't even know
It's
you.
fair to me. What am I going to do with my time?
That's not up to me.
Well, it is so. Yeah.
Listen, I'm not. It's not like I'm retiring next year.
Well, it doesn't matter.
I'm going to be here like a real long time.
It doesn't matter.
But when it's time to go, it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? Oh, jeez. Okay, great.
Podcast from home.
Okay.
Okay?
That's exactly what I want to spend my time. Yeah.
Listen, you can come over to my place.
Yeah.
I got the setup and everything ready to go.
Yeah.
There are a long list of things that I have in my life that I would much rather do before spending an afternoon in your basement with Maurie. No offense, Maurie, but
Why
you know what I
not?
mean.
Listen, I got a soundproof room.
Me and Maurie in a soundproof room?
Yeah.
Hell no. Hell no. This is what it would be like. Mocha, I think we're out of chips. Also, how do you lock this door?
But think about the things we could talk to that no one else will ever know about.
Like what? I don't want to know that much about you, though.
Well, maybe it was going to be about you.
Oh, I already know everything about me.
Do you, though?
What are you talking about?
I mean, you need to know about you from an outsider's point of view.
No, I really don't. No, I do not.
In a soundproof room.
Yep. First of all, don't start saying like inside out and soundproof room in a basement with me, right? Like it's not good.
Hey,
it's not
Catherine,
good.
again, thank you so much for listening to the show. Thank you to you and your husband for listening to the podcast. Between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Roz, 100%.
Oh.
After you just laid into him?
Yes, I had to. It's called tough love, honey.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Damn, you are a fireball. I like you. Call us again, okay?
No problem.
Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hi, Sarah. Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show.
Oh, hi.
How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing fantastic. Air Transat has offered up a ton of trips for us to give to people as part of Roz and Mocha's Home for the Holidays. Thank you for your entry, by the way.
Oh, no. Well, thank you for calling me. I'm just so surprised.
Okay, so we just got a couple things that we want to go over with you here. I'm going to read what you wrote us, okay?
Okay.
My father, who is now 60, is from England, and he moved here 30 years ago to be with my mom and later have me. And had to leave his family behind in England. He's only been home 2 times in 20 years. He misses his family dearly. He hasn't had a Christmas with his family in 30 years. I was born here in Canada and have only been able to meet my family in the UK a few times. I have never, ever spent Christmas in England with my dad's family. I love my family to death, and I call them, text them weekly. I just hope that I can spend at least one Christmas with my dad and his family. My dad's siblings are now in their 70s, and I don't know how many more opportunities he'll have to spend Christmas with his family while everyone is still with us. The only thing that I want for Christmas is to be able to take my dad home to his family so he can have another Christmas at home with his family. My dad has worked so hard to give me the best life possible, so the least I can do is try to get him home to see his elderly siblings again. I just love my dad so much, and he deserves the world. So talk to us about your dad.
That's so nice, by the way, Sarah.
Well, if you can picture the most amazing dad in the whole world, that would be my dad.
Yeah.
He has worked so hard my whole life to just provide for me and my mom and take care of us, and he's always there for me. He puts family first constantly, but as a result of that, obviously, it's not possible to pack up me, my mom, my dad, and go to England all the time.
Yeah.
So we just kind of have to make the best of what we can do and call and text and try to FaceTime with family and that sort of thing. But I mean, that's kind of all that he's really been able to do, other than the past 2 times he's been home in 20 years.
Why is that? Why has he only been back 2 times in 20 years?
He's just been really, really busy, and it's really, really expensive to go to England. Our family's houses are really small, so to put the 3 of us up in like a 2-bedroom house isn't really possible. So when we go, we have to pay for flights and hotels and everything like that. So it's not always financially possible. So we try to save up and then try to plan it around like special occasions.
Have any of your dad's siblings ever visited Canada to see him?
Probably 20 years ago, one of them did, and then one of them came last summer. But other than that, no.
And does your dad talk about wanting to spend Christmas with his family?
Yeah, he's talked about like what Christmas is like in England and how it was different from here, and like traditions of like the whole family going to the pub and singing Christmas songs in the pub and just spending time with like his family. But obviously that hasn't been a reality in 30 years. So he's talked about it, but I don't think I think he's kind of just accepted it that he might not be able to ever.
So really, your dad wants to go back to England so he can get smashed with his brothers and sisters at the pub.
Well, it would be more fun if you guys were there.
Oh my God, this is amazing, and I absolutely love reading stories like this. You sound like a wonderful human being, and just such a wonderful daughter that cares about her parents so much that you'd want to get your dad back home.
Definitely. Like I said, my family just means the world to me, and I honestly idolize my dad. And I'm in my early 20s. I can't afford to just try to fly him and my mom there and that sort of thing. So I'm just trying to do all I can do to see if I can make that happen for him.
God, I hope my kid talks about me like you talk about your old man one day.
She will.
Oh, she will. She will.
Of course
I mean, it took 22 years for me to have this mindset.
You're right. Getting to England is very, very expensive, especially over the holidays.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sarah, the Roz Mocha Show and Air Transat would love to get your dad back home to England to spend the holidays with his family.
Oh my God. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you so much.
And we're going to make that happen.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, I can't wait to tell my dad. I got to think about how I'm going to surprise him. He's at work right now, so there's no way he's listening, but he would have been listening if he was in the car right now.
Right. Yeah.
What do you think he's going to say?
Like, just absolutely floored, and then he's going to be like, oh my God, I've got so much to do now.
Yeah. Like, prepare that liver for all that drinking in the pubs.
Exactly. Oh my God. I can't wait to tell my family he's going to be home for the first time in 30 years.
Yeah. We love you. We love your pops. Love your love for your pops, and we are more than happy to help you out with this. More than happy. It's our pleasure.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
All right.
Congratulations, Sarah.
Oh, thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Byway's coming back, Roz.
What?
Byway, the discount chain from back in the day.
Come
they closed their last
on.
store in 2001, and they are bringing it back.
Yeah.
And I can't help but think that with the success of like Dollarama, stores like that are popping up legit everywhere.
Yeah.
Byway's like, yo, this was us back in the day. We got to bring it back. 2001 is when Byway shut their last store, and they're opening their very first one in 2019 in Toronto.
Yeah. I still remember bringing my lunch to school in a Byway bag.
A lot of people did.
Yeah.
A lot of people did.
They had better have that same logo. That's really all we had in Acton, because we didn't have, you had to go to Georgetown to go to Zellers. But we had a Byway. And what was the other one? There was another one. There was Byway, and then there was another one.
Bargain Herald?
Bargain Heralds.
Yeah, man.
Bargain Heralds.
We used to have Byway. Yeah, we went to Byway a lot.
Yeah. And I don't remember much about Byway. It was sort of an everything store, right? Like it was kind of like a Winners almost on a much smaller scale. So you could buy candelabras and T-shirts and a remote control car.
And also a can of corned beef.
That's right. Yes, thank you.
So here's what it says. The stores will stock children's wear, household furnishings, men's and ladies' wear, toys, toiletries, and food.
Is the brand really that
and everything
lucrative that like people are dying for Byway again?
Well, listen to this. Everything in the store will be sold for $10 or under.
Oh. So it's not a dollar store. It's a $10 store.
Yeah, so the max you're going to hit is $10.
Oh, I like that.
But again, you see like Dollarama and all those places opening up everywhere and super busy all the time. And they got a ton of stuff. So I'm sure the guy behind Byway, he's like, listen, this was my hustle back in the day. I had to get back in the game.
Jeez.
But Byway's coming back, 2019, first store will open in Toronto.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So yesterday, we were talking about Steph Curry and how he, along with a couple other NBA players, don't believe that the moon landing actually happened.
Right.
And that maybe not somebody like, but Stanley Kubrick was the one who directed the false, quote unquote, moon landing.
Yeah. There's a bunch of different schools of thought. Did they send something to the moon? And certain people believe that, yes, they sent something to the moon, but men did not walk on the moon. That was filmed on a soundstage, is a lot of the belief. Right. And it was simply done. The reason they did it was to slap Russia, because it was a space race at the time. It was a race to the moon.
And you can find like all sorts of documentaries and conspiracy theory videos on YouTube. There's one I watched like forever ago on, I think, like National Geographic.
Yeah.
And it made me believe, based on the way it was put together, that the moon landing actually didn't happen.
Really?
But it happened in some like desert in California or something, Arizona.
Yeah.
So now,
I don't know, man.
The folks at
It's a hard thing to say.
NASA replied to Steph Curry.
Yeah.
And here, they've actually invited Steph Curry out to Houston to one of their facilities to prove to him that the moon landing actually happened.
How? I guess they got stuff.
And here's what they said. Quote, there's lots of evidence. NASA landed 12 American astronauts on the moon from 1969 to 1972. We'd love for Mr. Curry to tour the lunar lab at our Johnson Space Center in Houston, perhaps the next time the Warriors are in town to play the Rockets. We have hundreds of pounds of moon rocks stored there and the Apollo mission control. During the visit, he can see firsthand what we did 50 years ago, as well as what we're doing now to go back to the moon in the coming years, but this time to stay.
Yeah, but I'm not going to defend Steph Curry.
Right.
But, buff a rock and there you have a moon rock. I mean, you're just showing me a rock.
Well, no. I mean, there's ways of telling that it's a moon rock.
How?
They have their ways. They can tell that dirt is from the Atlantic and not the Pacific. Everything has markers on it. Everything has you can tell where something's from.
But just because a scientist tells you and says all these big words and stuff.
So you think everybody's lying then?
No, I'm just saying Steph's going to need lots of proof to change his mind.
In order for you to go down that road of how can you tell that it's not just a rock, then you have to assume that everyone is lying, that everybody's lying. Still.
Like they almost need to send him up.
Steph Curry.
Himself.
Yeah.
Two-time MVP.
Yeah, and that's part of the other argument, too, is that then why haven't they gone back?
But didn't they just send somebody to the space center or something?
But that's not the moon, though. It's not the moon. Everybody always says, well, then why haven't they gone back to the moon? And I guess the answer for that is, well, because they already know everything they need to know about the moon, first of all. And then I think that the technology that they use to get to the moon, where it comes to, I don't know, like atmospheric re-entry or whatever that is. Yes. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But that technology is no longer used by NASA. Now they're on to other tech that gets them farther, and the
that's
ships
why they
that
went
they
to
build.
Mars,
and,
allegedly.
Yeah, that's why they go to Mars, allegedly.
Or the Arizona desert.
No, stop. I can't. I would like to believe, because I think it's great that they hustled people into thinking that guys walked on the moon. I think that that's awesome.
Also,
I really do. But I just can't. The amount of people that would have to have been involved in a conspiracy like this to cover something up. And I know that it was like the 60s where it's easier. It's easier to do that. Back then astronauts weren't, they weren't scientists. These guys that they sent up to the moon weren't PhDs like they are today. These guys were test pilots, because the only requirement that you needed was you needed to physically be able to withstand the trip. That was it. You needed to know how to fly something, and they could teach you what the right buttons
and
were.
Not throw up when you're upside down.
That's what I mean. It was physical endurance is what they needed these guys to be able to do.
Everything is believable in black and white.
Right. So they're not like they are today. Like, you could pay somebody off, or maybe trick somebody or whatever it was. Like these were dudes that could just withstand the trip. That's all they were looking for. Is you just had to be tough enough to go to the moon. You didn't have to be smart enough to go to the moon. You had to be tough enough to go to the moon.
Yeah.
That was it.
Physically strong.
Physically strong. Yeah,
Also,
that was it.
How are we the only creatures out there?
Well, we're not.
Right? Like, we've never met any other spacelings.
Right.
Just like, how is Steph Curry not discussed that? Like, if we've not been to Mars, how are there aliens?
Well, you didn't say we haven't been to Mars. You said we haven't been to the moon.
The moon.
Right.
How is there no aliens? Like, how are they not coming here, landing, and...
You don't know that.
You don't
They
know
could
that.
be here walking amongst us. Shapeshifters.
Yeah. Look up reptilian shapeshifters online.
I saw that. Wasn't that...
Barack Obama. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Richard Young, hello. Welcome to the
Hello.
Roz and Mocha Show. Richard Young from the duo of Young and Strange. You're going to be calling Toronto home for a little while. December 19th to January 6th as part of the Champions of Magic tour. By the way, tickets on sale right now. Ticketmaster.ca, and it's going to be at the St. Lawrence Center for the Performing Arts.
It's going to be exciting.
So what kind of illusionist / magician are you? Are you the kind that says what I'm about to do is a trick, and then people have to sort of in their head go, how did that trick even happen? Or are you the what you're about to see is real? Like, are you magician or warlock?
Oh, that's interesting. No, we do magic in terms of entertainment, as in try and figure this out, folks, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So we do grand scale illusion. So I'm in a double act with another guy. He's not here today because Uber price surged to 2.0, so he decided not to come. So
fair enough. I wouldn't be here either. Okay, yeah, and your partner. So it's
Sam Strange.
Sam Strange. Now, Richard Young and Sam Strange. You guys are friends. Were you friends before all of this?
Yes, yeah. We met when we were kids. Our parents knew each other, and we were both into magic. We were a little bit competitive for a while, and then joined forces.
You had to do something though. With the last names Young and Strange.
That's right. Yeah,
you had to do something cool together.
Absolutely.
It was either this or a tag team wrestling duo.
That, do you know what? WWE is my favorite thing in the whole world.
Oh my God, dude, me too.
Literally
Are you
my
serious?
favorite. I've been to WrestleMania twice.
No, you have not.
I have.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Ooh, okay.
He's still great.
Okay.
Isn't
He's
he?
number 2 for me. My number 1's The Rock.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
We're going to disagree on that.
Holy.
So Richard Young is here from the duo of Young and Strange, Champions of Magic in Toronto, December 19th to January 6th. And I see in front of you, you have a Sharpie and a deck of cards.
Oh, no.
I do need someone to pick a card, though. I'm sorry if that's going to
Mocha will
Would that
take
work
care of all
out?
of that
Yeah.
business.
Can you come round? Is that all right?
Yeah, for sure.
I should show you, first of all, that this is a standard deck of 87 playing cards.
Okay.
They're all there.
Yeah.
They are all different, though. Is
Yeah.
that fair to say?
They are different, yes.
Excellent. As I riffle down the edge of the corner of the deck, whenever you like, you just say stop.
Stop!
Do you want to, are you happy there? Do you want me to keep going? Are you a skeptic? Do you want me to start again?
You know
Or-
what? I keep going.
Keep going.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
He really has ruined the trick now.
I've never seen somebody
So-
say keep going.
Keep going. Stop!
There.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you another chance. You may think I've seen the corner of that one. So take the next one that was after where you said stop.
Okay.
And show it to all your friends. Probably won't take long in this room, to be fair. So
Okay. Show
Sure.
it to Roz. Okay.
very good. Pass it to me with the back facing me so I can't see it. Does that
Okay.
make
Right.
sense?
Yep.
Yep.
And I hope you would agree that there's no way I can know what the card is.
No, absolutely
and
not.
there's no marks on the back.
Oh my
But
God.
now you're looking at it.
That was a joke.
Oh.
I turned it over, folks. I turned it over.
Okay.
I'm tearing the card. I don't know if you can hear the sound of me tearing the card.
Okay.
wow.
And actually, would you like to look after a piece? Look after
we'll
a little
take
piece.
that
So
piece,
the card
sure.
is now into 4 different pieces. Do
Yeah.
you, by any chance, have a magic wand on you? Do you keep a magic wand with
I
you?
left it at home, funny
I have
enough.
one. Oh, it's my little Sharpie pen here.
Okay.
Okay.
So we've torn the card into 4 pieces. You
Yes.
have one corner.
I do.
I have the other 3.
Okay.
If I give one tap on my fingers for each piece, the pieces will vanish like this.
Okay, get out.
Absolute silence. I'm hoping that was amazement rather than just
That-
complete
Okay.
indifference.
Hold on.
And I'm in the room, like I'm 4 feet away from you, and I have no idea what just happened.
Here's the amazing bit. Those 3 pieces of card now putting themselves back together. They're fusing. They're traveling to an impossible location.
Stop it.
Yeah.
The cards came out of the box, which has been there the whole time.
Yes.
I don't want to touch the box. Would you grab the box? Lean over and grab the box.
Bro,
Oh,
if that card is like fused together with the 3 pieces in that box, I'm gonna leave.
Let's have a look. I don't want to touch it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Go ahead, grab it, Mocha. So
Build it up as much as you can.
shut up.
There's a
Yeah.
card
Take the
in
card
there.
out.
Is it? But most importantly, is it 3/4 of a card? Is there a corner missing?
Oh my
And
God.
of course, the edges of a torn card are just like a signature.
It's still together.
Does your piece match the other 3/4 of the card? It
Yeah.
fits perfectly.
Oh
Look at
my
that.
God.
Okay.
Look at this.
Dude, honestly,
Come
this is when
on.
it's It's not every illusionist that I tell to get the hell out of here at this point, right? But get the hell out of here.
And you mean the country, don't you? Not,
Yes,
not
I
just
do.
the studio.
Yeah, no. It weirds me out, man. I have a much easier time watching this stuff when it's on television because I don't take it so personally. When it happens right in front of me, I'm like, I take it so personally that I allowed this to happen right before my very eyes.
But he ripped it into 4 pieces, right?
Yes, I
And
watched
look
him
at
do
this.
that.
The 3 pieces are like all together.
Yes.
Amazing.
I don't mess with
And the
stuff
piece
like
that's
that.
ripped off,
And it's
it matches perfectly.
It's right what you said, though. That is the best thing about magic. It's a live entertainment. So although
Right.
there's some great magicians on TV,
Yeah.
actually, there's nothing like seeing it live
It's
and being involved.
incredible.
You get that when you come to our show, to be fair. We
Yeah.
do magic right in the middle of the audience. So people are right up
awesome.
close to it, and it's really powerful.
You about to
that
get the Stone Cold Stunner right here. man.
Yes! Champions of Magic. We love this. December 19th to January 6th. I'm not touching that because I know that after I do, the Babadook comes to visit you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Mocha.
Yo!
For the podcast.
Hell yeah!
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the news!
A Roz and Mocha Show and Kiss 92.5 News Break.
They've released the first and second ever audio recordings of Mars.
Uh-oh.
And if this isn't the thing of nightmares, I don't know what is. Now, keep in mind that they've messed with the speed of them, and they've changed the pitch a little bit,
Why?
just so it actually sounds like something. They did what they needed to do to sort of get a sound out of it. So
Okay.
here's audio recording number 1 of vibrations on Mars.
It sounds like a windy day.
Yeah. Okay.
But like a windy day in your nightmares.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you just wait. Here's audio recording number 2 of
Okay.
Sounds of Mars.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's like, okay, Demigorgons.
Yeah.
They're
Thank
coming.
you. Thank you.
That's scary, man.
Thank you. Right?
Nope.
So it's looking like that Meghan Markle is losing another aide who works at the palace.
Oh, no. What happened?
Is Meghan Markle earning the reputation as being so difficult that nobody wants to work with her? That's a report coming from the Sunday Times in which they claims that the Duchess of Sussex will soon be losing another personal assistant. This one's Samantha Cohen, who was recently brought in on an interim basis after her previous assistant quit in late November. According to the Times, the departure of the, quote, highly regarded 50-year-old royal aide nicknamed Samantha the Panther.
Oh. Yeah.
Comes amidst rumors of a strife between Markle and Kate Middleton. Now, a Kensington Palace spokesperson shut down those reports that Kate Middleton was furious when Markle berated members of her staff, stating that the alleged incident, quote, never happened. But other reports say that inside those palace walls, Meghan Markle is known as Duchess Difficult.
Oh.
What are you going to do? So apparently, Nicki Minaj's new boyfriend is a registered sex offender.
What?
Yeah, so Nicki Minaj, check this out. I had no idea. But I guess they grew up together in Queens, like they've known each other for a real long time. And Kenneth Petty, he's 40 years old, and court records obtained by TMZ show that he was convicted of first-degree attempted rape in April 1995 when he was 16 at the time. And so was his victim. Prosecutors said that he used a sharp object when he tried to force the girl to have sexual intercourse. He served 4 years in a New York State prison at the time. And then years after getting out for that, he was convicted of first-degree manslaughter and served 7 years after shooting a guy. And he was released in 2013. And then Nicki Minaj, because I guess, I don't know, I guess you defend your boyfriend at the time. Nicki Minaj wound up writing, quote, he was 15, she was 16 in a relationship, but go off, internet. Y'all can't ruin my life. You can't even run your own life. Thank you, boo. So
seems heartfelt.
So I guess she's sticking by her man. That's quite the sheet, though.
Isn't her brother like convicted felon as well?
I don't know.
Like
maybe
rape or something?
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure.
Apparently, the Academy is in absolute panic mode right now to find a new host for the Academy Awards. There's an emergency meeting happening tonight. And quote, a top source says that they are freaking out. There was no contingency plan in place by the broadcaster ABC. According to another source, the show's producers are back to square one. And a lot of people throwing around names like Jimmy Kimmel, Jon Stewart, or David Letterman. But the problem...
the guy at the top of my list I was going to say is Kimmel.
Can't do it.
Why not?
Because everybody's got a history now. Everybody's got history.
Oh, yeah, true.
Right? Even though you can't even go now back to old people that have hosted previously, because all that old man show stuff with Jimmy Kimmel is going to show up. All of it. All of it. You can't even go Chris Rock, because you go through Chris Rock's history, and Chris Rock has a bunch of gay jokes that he used to do in his act as well.
I tweeted out a suggestion that a show that's nominated or not nominated does it in character, like Will and Grace. The characters would do the show in character, like Jack would do some of the nominations.
Here's
and
the
awards.
problem, though. Here's the problem.
Because how funny would that be?
Not at all. Here's the problem: is that last year they had 25.6 million people watch it, which was a 19% drop from the year before. Okay. Will and Grace are not going to get the job done.
But it would be entertaining.
No, but it's not ratings. It's not ratings.
You can't tell me if they didn't do a video saying, "Oh my God, look what we're doing, just Jack."
Nobody,
blah, blah, blah.
No, more. That's exciting to a very small portion of people.
Yeah.
And those small people deserve something too.
Sure, I'm not saying they don't, but you got to do mass appeal with the Academy Awards. Somebody had suggested Jon Stewart, and then they were like, "Hey, guess what? Bring up Jon Stewart's old stuff." Where Jon Stewart was, at the time of Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton, Jon Stewart made more slut jokes about Monica Lewinsky than anyone else in late night.
Yeah.
Than anyone did. He went in on Monica Lewinsky harder than anyone. You think that's not going to come up?
What about Ellen?
What about Ellen?
Clean record.
Sure, you can do Ellen.
Yeah.
I think Ellen may do it. I think that Ellen may be the only one that has a clean enough record that you could do it.
She's the safest.
Somebody else said Tiffany Haddish. Remember what Tiffany Haddish said about Bill Cosby? When she said that she wanted Bill Cosby to play her dad in a movie and she didn't care what he did, and that she'd drink the wine and take a nap if it meant getting Bill Cosby to play her dad?
Wow. Completely forgot about that.
Right? We all forgot about that.
You got a good memory, bro.
Somebody said Donald Glover. Go and look at Donald Glover's old videos.
Yeah.
Go and look at Donald Glover's old videos.
You can't get Donald Glover.
Can't do it.
He's he's loved everywhere now.
Yeah. Somebody said Stephen Colbert. Go look at Stephen Colbert's old videos. Can't do it.
No.
So once you start with this, you see where we're going.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no end to it.
Will and Grace it is.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Baby, it's cold outside. 3 versions of Baby It's Cold Outside are currently climbing the charts.
Oh, wow.
Because it's getting banned all over the place. These are Dean Martin's version from 1959, Zooey Deschanel and Leon Redbone's interpretation from the Elf soundtrack in 2003, and a version recorded by Idina Menzel and Michael Bublé in 2014. These were the 3 largest gainers of any song on Billboard's latest holiday digital song sales chart, with Dean's version jumping from 23 to 2.
Wow.
It hasn't been this high since it went number 1 in 2011. Overall, it jumped 257%.
Take that, jackasses. Complaining all the time about everything.
We broke it all down yesterday. I think that is that up on the website, Maury, that whole thing? Yeah. You can go to kiss925.com to listen to the breakdown that we did and why we may be listening to Baby It's Cold Outside the wrong way. According to The Wrap, Aquaman may be the most epic superhero movie ever made, quote unquote.
Get out of here.
Yep.
No.
Let me read you this.
No.
They say, after decades.
The most epic.
They say
Did the person who wrote this article watch Avengers Infinity War?
After decades of getting treated like pop culture punchline, thanks mostly to Super Friends, yes, and a little bit from Entourage, Aquaman has finally made its own feature film. It's a weird and wonderful superhero adventure that strives and almost succeeds to be the most epic superhero movie ever made.
No.
James Wan, who directed Furious 7, ventures from a Neon Tron-inspired Atlantis to ancient ruins straight out of Indiana Jones, and then into a nightmare realm of evil swarming fish monsters. It features the gigantic battles between innocent crab people and bad guys riding armored sharks. At one point, a Day-Glow rave octopus plays the drums while Aquaman fights for the throne of Atlantis in an underwater gladiator arena called the Ring of Fire.
No, I still don't believe any of this.
Okay, whatever.
No.
Okay.
I refuse to. Infinity War is the greatest superhero movie that has ever been created.
Okay.
Until Endgame drops in April.
For the game, somebody was in the dressing room trying to talk to Kawhi, and there's so much basketball to talk about, and he just went straight in with the Christmas traditions question.
So, Merry Christmas. Can you talk about your favorite Christmas moment?
Not right now.
Not right now.
Not right now, man. Kawhi don't play. Kawhi don't play.
Kawhi's like, I'm not giving you any sound
That was
bites
like, where were you, Maury? Where you
whatsoever.
interviewed somebody where they were...
the MLS Cup, Toronto FC.
Oh, the Toronto FC when they won. When Maury went to interview the guys from the FC, they're all like, there's so much soccer to talk about, and Maury goes in there like this.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
You made Toronto history, dude.
We did. It was great.
Okay. More importantly, I have soccer jokes. Can I give you one?
No.
For real?
I don't want to do any jokes. I mean, okay, sure, go ahead.
What is it called when a dinosaur gets a goal?
I don't know.
A dino score.
Hilarious.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
A Google CEO tried to explain why when you Google the word idiot, pictures of Donald Trump show up.
Oh my God, for real? Let me do this right now. Hold on.
They was at a congressional hearing, and somebody actually did it while they were sitting there.
Look at all these pictures of his stupid face.
So Google CEO Sundar Pichai was asked a series of questions. Among those was the question of why, when you Google image search idiot, Trump comes up. And the tech executive explained that no one, quote, manually intervenes in a particular search result, saying that this means that there's no political bias to Google search results.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of pictures of Donald Trump here.
And if you remember, Trump himself accused Google of rigging results of its dominant search engine to suppress conservative viewpoints, which I don't necessarily disagree with.
Just for the record, I spelled idiot wrong for the first try.
Wow. It's not a good look, Maura. Not a good look. Ratings for the Kardashians are way down, like way down.
Yeah, that show.
There was a 37% drop from the beginning of the season. Less than 1 million people watched the Kardashians this past weekend. The season finale, and this was the finale where they like talked about Kanye, and she went to Washington and she did all this stuff.
I'll tell you why the Kardashians doesn't work.
851,000 people.
The Kardashian shows don't work anymore because so much of their lives play out in real life, real time.
Yeah.
So by the time that stuff gets included on the show,
yeah,
it's months and months later, like 6 months later. And we already know the stories. We already know how the story
you already know
plays out, how it
yeah.
ends. So there's no point in watching the
Is
in
a li-
between.
Does a little bit also count as we just don't care anymore?
I think that's a little bit of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
sure.
A little bit. But I mean, her social footprint is still really, really huge. So people obviously do care, but I think that the idea of doing a reality show now is just, it's not necessary anymore.
Yeah,
But
they don't have to do
but
it.
it's a huge source of income for them, right? It's a massive, massive money machine. For
sure.
Apparently Maroon 5 is having a real hard time finding guests to join them for the Super Bowl show.
Oh, really? I wonder why.
Source tells Us Weekly, no one wants to associate themselves with the NFL, despite early reports that the group's Girls Like You collaborator Cardi B might join the performance. The insider says, as of today, she's not. She's been going back and forth, but it's a no as of right now. And of course, this follows reports that Rihanna and Pink both turned it down. Jay-Z turned it down a couple of years ago. You got to wonder whether, after Maroon 5 said yeah, because they probably thought it was a huge honor. Like, they only said yes because they had no idea people had already turned it down because of Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, for sure.
And now they look like fools.
But did they not think ahead? Like, think about the grand scheme of things and the bigger picture?
No, because last year it wasn't a problem.
I guess.
Right? It's only this year that it's a problem.
I know, but they should have known, or somebody in their organization should have known that this year it would have.
How do you know that though?
Would have gotten this way.
But how do you know that?
Because of
but
even
it was
still
but
the
Colin
Kaepernick stuff.
thing was last year as well.
I know, but after did they not accept after the whole Colin Kaepernick Nike situation?
Yeah, sure, but the Colin Kaepernick situation was no different last year.
Oof, I don't know.
It was no different, but you got to be like, oh, man, why didn't you tell? Like, there's no group, there's no like rock star union. Where like you get an email that says, hey guys, by the way, we're not doing the Super Bowl show this year.
Yeah, here are the reasons why.
Yeah, here are the reasons why. You know what I mean? Hey, Rihanna, just so you know, we're going to say no this year. Pink, you good? Yeah, I'm good.
Adam Levine's like, man, guys, I even checked my junk mail.
Right?
There was nothing there.
Nothing. They say that Kelly Clarkson is being groomed to take over for Ellen once Ellen DeGeneres leaves her daytime talk show.
What?
So
Kelly Clarkson, really?
Yeah, because she's getting her own show. We knew that. But Ellen did an interview with the New York Times saying that she's only signed on until 2020, and that almost didn't happen. She almost ended her show already, and she wants to end it, and her wife wants her to end it. She wants to go and do more comedy and more movies, more whatever, all this other stuff. So it's looking like 2020 for Ellen. And then in September, it was announced that the Kelly Clarkson show would be premiering in the fall of 2019. And this is how they describe it. Fun, energetic show that breaks with tradition. In each episode, audience will experience a full hour of remarkable stories, celebrity guests, spontaneous surprises, humor, heart, and of course, good music, which sounds very familiar.
So the Ellen show.
Also, Kelly Clarkson's show, while it's on the air in that sort of overlap year, will actually be the lead-in to the Ellen show on all the same stations.
Takes off.
Yes.
It'll just be replaced with Kelly Clarkson.
So they're all banking. TV executives right now are putting everything behind Kelly Clarkson and her show, which hasn't even been on air yet, to take over for Ellen. And Ellen, remember, was when she basically took the mantle from Oprah.
Yeah.
But Ellen's show had been on the air since 2003.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's been on the air a long time. Like people have to really know your show before they switch.
I like Kelly Clarkson, though.
Yeah.
I like her.
Oh, I don't mind her. But to me, I think this, if Ellen's going to leave, there's one real logical plan for that show. And that is, it's a perfect transition. The guests are the same. The theme is the same, and people will love it, which is you look at James Corden's late night numbers and go, you know what? He's not killing in late night, but he'd kill in daytime.
Yeah.
And you give Ellen's show to James Corden.
People love that guy, too.
You give Ellen's show to James Corden. To me, that's what I do. I'd take James Corden out of late night and put him on daytime and have him kill there, because he would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roz and Mocha Q&A.
Ask Roz and Mocha, a podcast exclusive. This is where we gather all of your questions from Instagram at Kiss925, and we'll try to answer as many as we can every week. And we will also invite somebody to join us on the podcast to ask their question live. However, before we get to that, fellas, I would love to read to you a couple of reviews that we've received this week.
Sure. On
Apple Podcasts. By the way, feel free to leave a rating and or review. All of these reviews I'm going to read to you guys, they've all received 5-star ratings. So thank you to everybody. From Caddy. I lived out of town, going to school for work in the city every 4 months. So I missed that 4 months of the Roz and Mocha show on Kiss 92.5. I discovered the podcast, and now I can't stop listening. And I'm so excited to take it back to school with me and continue laughing and wheezing every day. I also turned my boyfriend onto the show /podcast, and now we listen to it together and always laugh. Love it, and keep it up, guys. Another one from Christina Conda. I've been listening to your show since I was 12 years old and listen to it every morning before school. And now that I go to university, I can't listen to you guys on the radio anymore. So this podcast is a great way for me to keep up with the show and the hilarious things you guys do every morning. Love you guys. Sophia D. I just started listening to your podcast about 3 weeks ago. You guys make me die of laughter. I was having such a bad day last week, and I drove home after work while listening to the podcast. It had picked up from where I left off, which was when you guys were talking about those little animals that poop square-shaped. I remember that one. And you guys instantly brightened my mood and my day. Thanks for being you and always making me laugh. Love it. All right, I'll end on this one. From Miss Madge. The subject line is terrible idea.
Oh.
Although 5 stars. I listen to your podcast sometimes at night in hopes that it would help me sleep. Instead, I am suffocating myself with a pillow so I wouldn't wake my husband for laughing so much. You also make me love taking the TTC because it gives me a chance to listen to your podcast for an extra 20 minutes. So wherever it is that you get your podcast from, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, please leave a rating and or review. We would love you for it. All right. So
that's awesome. Who do we have on the phone with us today?
What's going on, Mark? How are you?
I'm good, Mocha. How are you guys doing?
Good, buddy.
Man.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
What's your question, Mark?
Okay, so my question was, how soon into an early relationship would it be considered okay to drop the L-bomb?
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been dating someone for a few weeks, and
few weeks.
Just a few weeks. Okay, so I'm 35. I was married. I'm separated. So was she. And so I have experience with love. I have experience with knowing what I want, what I don't want, and like this girl just checks off absolutely everything. Our chemistry is amazing. Like the compatibility's off the charts.
Okay.
And I'm feeling it.
Okay.
I'm feeling it, you know?
Geez,
How do you think she feels about it?
Well, we've talked about how we feel about each other and how amazing it is to have found each other and to come from such a bad place. And so none of this is completely new to her. And whenever I've mentioned it or mentioned my emotions to her, she reciprocates. She says she feels the exact same way, and I do believe it.
Where did you guys meet?
Online dating.
Online dating. All right.
I will say this about love, man, and that is a lot of people will say you got to read the signs, and you got to read what the other person is sort of putting out as well to determine whether it's a mutual understanding between you guys. But I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think that the falling in love with somebody, and let alone saying that you love somebody, is something that you need permission for or you need a sign before you do it. You're allowed to love who you want to love, and you're allowed to fall in love as fast as you want to fall in love. But for me, there's stages to things, man. Like there's like infatuation, and then there's absolute attachment. And, you could be in love with the idea of her. And when I say that, I mean, she, like you said, checks all the boxes, right?
Yeah.
And oftentimes when you're going through something where somebody, checks all the boxes, that's a very sort of, I don't want to say selfish, but it's the wrong kind of way to look at things. When you are looking at someone going, okay, they're in the right place in life. They sort of look the way that I like people to look. She's got a good job. Her kid is the same age as my kid. She's been divorced for around the same time I have. That's not about that person. Okay,
Yeah.
it's the idea of something that you are attracted for and possibly looking to eventually fall in love with. You have to get to the point where you can answer the questions, and that is when the two of you, okay, are not close to each other. Does it hurt? The next thing is you have to look at that woman and say, is this the person that has my back? Is she my secure sort of base, my home base?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, that's how it is. And I just kind of gave the example of check out the boxes because I don't necessarily like that example, but there isn't something specific about her. It's not like, oh, she's a knockout. She's funny. For me, it's everything. Mm-hmm. And I look more in depth, more than just the surface. And I look at, would she be compatible with my kids? And the answer is an obvious yes. Like, does she fit like into my life as my missing piece of the puzzle? And like I said, like this is still pretty new, so I don't know if it's the right time to do it. But the way I'm feeling now, it's there, and I've never felt like this about anyone at this point ever, even with my ex-wife. Like nothing.
I'll tell you right now, Mark. From my experience, you got to do what is in your heart, in your gut. When I met Jenna, I dropped that L-bomb within, I think, the first 5 weeks of us dating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And less than a month after that, she moved into my condo.
Right.
And we ended up getting engaged like a year and a half, 2 years later, now married, got a kid. You know what I mean?
See, that's beautiful. So you're the perfect example of this theory that I have, that time and love can't coexist. Because you have couples that have been together for years and they hate each other. But then I'm kind of on the opposite end of that, where it's been a short duration. But I mean, there's no doubting our chemistry and our emotions. And it's just, I can't even string words together that will emphasize how much I care about this woman.
How old? You got kids?
Mine are 8 and 6.
Okay, so here's the thing, bro. You have one job in life. One job. And this is way above and beyond even your own happiness or falling in love. You can't screw with your kids. So every decision you make when you're going to jump into these things, and believe me, I'm a jump for love kind of guy. I hate the world right now where Tinder and dating and swiping, it's so cheap. It is so cheapened the process. And there's no currency to courting somebody anymore. There's no currency to sort of getting up the balls in a bar or at a party and walking across a room and introducing yourself to somebody.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's no risk taking anymore. It's really not. It's so different. And so I'm all for this. I'm all for jumping into things for love. I really, really am. But when you got kids, it's a little bit different. But again, I think Mocha, said it, and I agree with that, which is, nobody can tell you who to love. And, if you're waiting for signs, it doesn't matter. You got to speak from the heart. And most importantly, if you're going to be spending any sort of time with this woman, you got to tell the truth. That's job number one, right? Just got to tell the truth. And if this is the truth, then that's the truth.
Yeah, and honestly, it is. It is. And I mean, even though it's a short duration, we've gone out of our way to make sure that we spent a lot of time together.
Okay.
I mean, in a few weeks, we've seen each other a lot.
Okay. What's your girl's name?
Alessia. Yeah.
Is Alessia on the other line?
Yeah.
Okay. Alicia's on the other line.
Oh, damn.
What?
Yeah.
All right. Don't get nervous, Mark. Hold on.
My heart's already.
We're going to lock you in, and don't say anything, okay?
Wait. But Mark, before we lock her in, you got to tell her you love her.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Said that very nervously.
Well, we didn't set this whole thing up, so he's not going to.
All right. Hi, Alessia. It's Roz Mocha. How are you?
Good. How about yourself?
Good. Doing good.
Good.
So, Mark, huh?
I do.
Yeah. How do you feel?
I had a feeling this had something to do with him.
Well, how do you feel about Mark?
Mark's a really amazing guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like the time that you spend together? You enjoy
Absolutely.
hanging out with his kids?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What else do you like about Mark?
You're going to make me do this on the air?
Yeah.
Mark, he's got just an amazing smile. He's got a heart of gold. He's just good people all around.
Is he hot?
And
yeah.
He's hot. Yeah. And how long have you guys been together for now again?
It's been a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Time doesn't really exist.
No.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
And how do you define, like if you guys were to sit around and do like a State of the Union kind of thing with your relationship so far, how do you put that into words where you guys are at?
Oh, geez, there are no words. So time doesn't exist, and it's one of those things where you know. So we're in a good place.
Yeah.
We're going to kind of just go with the flow, but, when your heart's in the right place, that's kind of where we are.
Okay, so Mark is on the phone with us as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Alessia, let us read you what Mark's question to us was, and then we'll give Mark the floor, okay?
Okay.
Mark wrote us saying, "Hey, Roz and Mocha, when is the right time to drop the L-bomb in a new relationship?" Mark?
Hi.
Can I just jump in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on.
I don't think there's a time, and I don't think you necessarily always need to say it, but it's there. Does that answer your question?
Mark?
But you go ahead and do your thing.
Okay, so the whole spiel I had in my head was completely ruined because of that now, but okay.
No, but Mark, we're really curious about the whole spiel in your head, so go ahead with it. Go ahead with it. Please.
Well, I've already kind of said all this to you.
But say it to your girl, man.
So, as you know, my theory is that time and love doesn't coexist. And I mean, the amount of time that we spent together and just what we've done and the chemistry, there's no question in my heart that I'm absolutely head over heels falling in love with you. And
Can I just jump in? Can I just jump in real quick?
Jump real high.
Mark?
Yes.
You sort of bailed on it, bro.
I did.
You sort of bailed on it.
What is it that you really want to say to Alessia?
I'm sorry that this is happening.
I'm going to steal your thunder again. I love you too, hun.
Oh my God, I love you.
Oh! There you go! There you go!
Oh my God.
Wow!
See, the fact that this is happening over the phone sucks because I really want to squeeze you right now. Just give you the biggest hug.
Oh, man. That's so good.
And Alessia, guess what? Mark wants to take you to Hawaii. I'm just kidding.
Don't do that. Yo, don't do that.
Sorry, bro.
My heart's already thumping out of its chest.
Oh, my God. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. That meant a lot. That was fantastic. I love that, man. That was great.
Hey, thank you, guys.
All right. You love birds. Take care now.
All right. Thanks, fellas.
All Oh, so nice. Mark and Alicia.
Should we all
right.
just say it around the room now?
We have a question here from
Oh.
Mike on the flip side. What sucks about being in love?
Oh.
I'm just kidding. That wasn't a question. Maury's like, I had an answer prepared. Okay, Deb asks, what do you love the most in the world besides a human being? I would have to say my dog, Tig.
Oh, wow.
But is that considered a human being? Like, does she mean outside of a breathing
are dogs
thing?
considered human
No, I
beings,
meant like, does she
Maury?
mean outside of breathing things?
No.
Okay.
No.
Like a chair?
I would, okay. Let's say this. Okay.
Like my PS4 controller?
No. Okay, but let's make it difficult because it is very easy to love a dog.
Okay.
I love my cats, right? But that to me is just a given. I think that they want you to go a little deeper with this.
Okay, my iPhone.
So let's your iPhone.
Like, I love
Perfect.
my spot in the bed. It's my happy place, my side of the bed.
Okay.
I'm the happiest when I'm there. Or my cushion of the couch. I'm very upset when someone sits in my cushion in the couch.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What do I love more than people? Interesting.
Your hair.
No, like
your pants.
Oh, silence.
No, I do, but I don't know if I can say that. Like I would say
Scarves.
solitude, like being alone, but that's not really a thing. My kitchen, like I love my
there you go.
kitchen. I'm the happiest I am ever while I am in my kitchen cooking. Like that's my, Maury cushion or spot in the bed or your phone. Like for me, the kitchen is just where I feel that I'm at my best.
Diana has a question specifically for you, Roz.
Oh, okay.
Would you rather life without your daughter Roxy and girlfriend Catherine, or live with Damnit Maurie for 1 week?
That's a ridiculous question because, of course, he's going to say...
Of course I'm going to say live with Maury for a week.
Oh.
My life without Roxy or Catherine?
Yeah.
So you're going to take away my family for life, or I have to live with Maury for a week?
Right.
Okay, please. It's stupid.
When does the week start?
Aaron asks, what's your most used phrase?
God.
Your most used phrase.
I would say MFer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Maury?
Or I love you.
Oh, that's
I think I probably say I love you more than I say MFer.
I've never heard it.
I never heard what?
You say that?
Why would I though, Maury? Come on.
Well, it says most used phrase.
Yeah.
My most used, I think, would be oh snap or oh damn.
Right.
One of those two. How about you, Damn Maury?
I can tell you what Maury's is.
What?
It wasn't my fault.
Oh, no, I was going to say mine is...
And that's an everyday life situation.
No.
Every day. At work, outside of work.
Yours is what, Maury?
I was going to say mine is, no, but the truth really is.
No, that's not.
Because you never...
That's not what you
even
say.
when you tell the quote-unquote truth, you're lying.
Yeah, that's not your most used. Your most used phrase, Maury, is either it's something along the lines of like it's not my fault or
gravy on the side.
Gravy on the side.
Too tired?
Too tired. I'm going to ask Matthew. What would Matthew say your most used phrase is? Too tired.
Also, gravy on the side.
It's fun to joke about somebody's sex life.
Especially when it's not your own.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Since we are in the holiday season, Abibi asks, what are the Christmas movies you watch every Christmas?
Oh, easy.
Yeah, that's an easy one for me, too. I think that we watch Elf.
Yeah.
Because my kid likes Elf a lot.
Same.
We watch... What else do we watch that's like a sort of tradition-y one?
You guys do Home Alone?
Yeah, we'll do Home Alone.
Yeah, Elf and Home Alone are the two
Yeah.
that are the most on our TVs.
Yeah,
at
we
home
do
during the
Elf
holidays.
and Home Alone, and then A Christmas Story we'll still watch every now and then. I'll watch that with my bro. And I know there's a huge debate about whether Die Hard is or is not a Christmas movie, but
Oh, it definitely is.
But in my house, like my brother and I will always at some point around the holidays just throw Die Hard on and watch it,
watched
just
it
because
for
we
the
always
first
have.
time ever last week.
Yeah, Maury didn't understand Die Hard.
That's not to understand.
I didn't know what he's fighting for.
He didn't understand Die Hard. Can you believe that?
It's so simple.
Right? Yeah.
So simple.
Yeah, gravy on the side.
My movies would be Serendipity and Love Actually.
Right. Yes. There you go. Those are two other big ones that are on.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a great. This is a great follow-up from Jessica. If you were stuck in any Christmas movie, which would it be?
If I was stuck in a Christmas movie, which would it be?
I'd say Elf because I like New York City.
Yeah, and it's fun.
Right?
Elf, yeah. What would you?
I was going to say Serendipity because I love New York City, and then I could sit at that table and have frozen hot chocolate a day.
Right.
Wait, but you have a hot chocolate every day now in real life.
I know, but it's not frozen.
Right. I'm going to say just because I love my Catherine so much, I'm going to say Love Actually because
You hate that movie.
I hate that movie. I hate that movie.
But she loves it?
But she loves it, and also the whole thing takes place in London.
It does.
So if we had to live in one place, if I could close my eyes and make her dreams come true, it would be to move to London.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
What instance in your life did you realize you had become a man, and what was it when you realized when you became an old man?
Oh, shut up.
That's from Drom, by the way.
Okay, so do you have a moment, Maury, where you realized you became a man?
I think when I moved out on my own and, I had to cook dinner or pay bills. I think it's when bills started to arrive and I lived on my own. I think that's when I realized. I mean, they say the bar mitzvah is when you truly become a man, but
You're
that's
14.
13. Yeah, 13. But I think it's when I moved out on my own.
Such a weird thing, the bar mitzvah, telling somebody that they're 13, that they're a man. It's such one of those religious things that I find so weird. It's so whacked out.
If that's truth, then all the money gifts would be in your pocket, not your parents.
I know. It's a weird thing to say that this is when you become such an old thing. That's what you used to do. God, hundreds of years ago, you used to tell a 13-year-old that they were a man.
Yeah, no.
You don't do that anymore. You don't put that kind of
For me,
stuff on a kid.
When I felt like a man was when I got my license at 16.
Oh, good for you.
And then
Same here.
Yeah, okay.
By the way, I got my license when I was 42. 42.
Yeah, last
42.
year.
Yeah. 42.
And the second time I felt like a man was when I moved out of my parents' place and I was living on my own paying rent.
Really?
Yeah, and had all bills to be responsible to make sure that they were paid on time.
Yeah.
I think I also felt like a man when I had to babysit my brother.
Really?
And I had to act responsible.
Even though most babysitters are like teenage girls, that's the moment where you felt like a man?
Yeah, because I had to act responsible and make decisions for him.
Yeah. When I acted like a teenage girl, I felt like a man. When I took on the responsibilities of a 13-year-old girl, I felt like a man. When did I feel like a man? Geez. Definitely during your first pregnancy scare with a girlfriend, you feel like a man. That mans you up real fast.
Yeah.
That really does.
How old are you?
Young.
Yeah?
Young.
Like teenager?
Oh, like early teenager.
Yeah?
Yeah, like the earliest teenager.
So 13.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude.
I say this to Catherine, which is it's interesting because the 1 year, the 10 months that she was pregnant with Roxy, I would say was the only year in my life that I went almost a full year without a pregnancy scare.
Hold on, what? Yo, this is like revelations here.
Not a pregnancy scare, but like your girlfriend looks at you and goes, God, when is this period coming? I know you were here yesterday. You know what I mean?
And it should have been yesterday.
Yeah, and then later on that night, she's like, oh yeah, there we go. Like, no, I'm not talking like full on, but like every year of your life, you at least go for that one. God, what's the date today? And I'm like, I think it's the 26th. She's like, 26. She's like, I'm bloated and my back's sore, but I really bloody thought that I'd have my period by now. You know what I mean? Like I've been involved in a lot of those conversations over my life, but except for the year that Catherine was pregnant with Roxy.
You're yelling at her body, being like, "Hurry up!"
Right? Yeah. And then even after, like, my God, I'm with Catherine for a lot of years before we even had Roxy, and I would say that at least once a year we would go through, that time of the month where she's like, God damn it, like. You sure it's the 24th today, man? Right? So I would say, your first pregnancy scare was when I really felt like a man for the first time, but not in any sort of prideful way because it was really devastating.
Oh, yeah.
The idea of that. But that's when you realize that you got to grow up fast and there's certain things, responsibilities that you have to take. And even though I did try and take the responsibilities after that, you use protection, you try and be careful, everything else. Stuff still happens because you're a dumbass teenager.
Yep.
Right? You're stupid.
What are your top 3 songs that you listen to lighten up your day?
Woo!
Top 3 songs. Damn it, Maury. Go.
Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, Shallow.
To lighten up your day?
Okay, listen. Can I say something real quick
Yeah.
since you brought up that song before you continue?
Yeah.
I don't think that song is as great as everyone has been making it out to be.
Really, huh?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just don't like it.
No.
No, I don't think it's a great song.
I think it's because you don't like the two people singing it.
I love Lady Gaga and I love Bradley Cooper. I just don't think that
it's the monster that they.
Yeah, like it's a good song. It's not a great song.
Okay, can I tell you? Can I give you my theory on that song and why everybody thinks that it's a great song? Okay, is that it is.
Like, do I have to watch a movie in order to understand the song?
No, you don't.
Because I haven't seen the movie.
You are putting it up against every other great song. Shallow is a great song for a movie. It's a great movie song.
Yeah.
So only compare it to other movie songs. It's a great movie song. It's a great soundtrack song. But it's not I Will Always Love You.
No, that's what I was just going to say.
But it's a great song, right? It's a great movie song. I don't know if it's necessarily a great song.
Okay.
Which is better, Maury? I Will Always Love You or Shallow?
Shallow.
You think it's better?
Oh, get out of here. No way.
Yeah, it's my opinion. I think it's one.
You think Shallow by Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga is better than Whitney Houston? I Will Always Love You?
Now. Okay.
Like right now in my life, yes.
Right now in your life.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
you-
I do love the Whitney Houston song, don't get me wrong, but
Okay.
like the Bradley Cooper, like to me, I put that on and I just feel really happy.
It puts you in an emotional place
Yeah.
that you feel like you're
Yeah.
doing something
Like I'm not
inside. There's
saying that
something
I'm
going
not
on.
trashing on Whitney Houston's song, but
No.
right now, to me, this song is better.
But did you ever have that attachment with I Will Always Love You?
Not in the same way.
Okay. So what other song that's sort of like Shallow has given you those feelings before?
Mississippi Goddamn by Nina Simone.
Really? What else? Give us something that we know.
Walking in Memphis by Mark Cohen.
Okay, there we go. That's what I was looking for. So Walking in Memphis by Mark Cohen gives you those same feels.
Oh, 100%. Because
That
I've
Shallow
walked
does.
on Beale Street with my dad.
Right.
I've walked in Memphis. I did that song.
Okay. So you like those songs. What do you have an uplifting song though?
Oh, an uplifting Mariah Carey, We Belong Together.
I don't know that one.
jam,
It's
though.
another slow jam. What is the matter with you?
I don't know. I like to be
Call a
sad sometimes
hotline.
and bring me up.
Cry for help over here, man.
All right, you get 2 more songs, Maury.
I gave you 3. Mississippi Goddamn by
Oh.
Nina Simone. It's in my. These are the CDs right now in my car.
Are they?
Yeah, Nina Simone.
Okay.
Bradley Cooper and and the third one is the Love Actually soundtrack right now.
Which is just
No, but we're talking songs, bro. We're not talking albums.
No, I'm giving you songs.
Okay.
Shallow.
Yeah.
Mississippi Goddamn. And the third one would have to be Mariah Carey, We Belong Together.
Okay. Mocha?
Juicy by Biggie. Scenario by Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
And Kanye West featuring T-Pain, Good Life.
Really?
Yeah, I love that song.
Oh, can I add one more?
Yes, of course.
Buju Banton and Champion. You know the one, right?
Yeah, I do.
Me how to walk like a champion, talk like a champion, want a piece of body, girl, tell me where you get it from. I find you ancient, rum pum 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 pum.
Why would he say he finds a girl ancient if he's trying to
I didn't write it.
get with her? I don't think those are the words.
I find you ancient, rum pum 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 pum.
Rum pum pum pum.
Roz, top 3 songs you
It's-
listen to lighten up your day.
I usually listen to one song on my walk back from the liquor store to my house. I can usually get about 1.5 songs in.
Oh, okay.
And the last song I listened to, which is not one of my favorite songs, but I'll tell you the last 2 songs that I listened to on my way back from the liquor store.
Okay.
One was a song, I believe it's called If You Want Crying by Katrina and the Waves.
Okay. If you want crying.
I think that's the name of the song.
All right.
Do you know that one? That big? No, you don't. You don't know that. You don't know that one. You don't know that one. And then the song before that I listened to was a song called "Sit Down" by James, which is another old one.
Who the hell is James?
Isn't it the same guy that did Laid?
Yes. And then the day before that was "Ring of Fire" by Johnny Cash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are my last 3 walking home from the liquor store songs.
Wow. All right.
A burning ring of fire.
Here's a question from
Down,
Steven.
down, down.
What's a task that everyone looks stupid doing? Example, I've noticed people make stupid faces while washing really dirty dishes by hand without even realizing it.
I make stupid faces when I do
Everything?
No. When I'm doing with
Everything?
weights, when I'm doing like moves with weights, for some reason my like face scrunches.
Right.
Shoulder presses.
But that
is the
seems
movement
normal
that you're
to me,
doing
though,
right now.
because your face would contort when you're lifting weights, though.
Yeah, I just don't like that.
Okay,
Right.
I'll tell you one right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, go for it.
When people look real dumb
Yeah.
is when they're driving and they're picking their nose.
Okay.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Yeah. Like if you ever see somebody's face while they're picking their nose driving,
Yeah.
it's almost like everybody thinks that nobody can see into their car.
Yeah.
But that's
and
why
they get
I-
like weird looking faces when they're like digging for gold.
That's why I reverse pick. So I pick my left nostril with my right hand and my right nostril with my left hand.
So people can't see.
Yeah.
I would say that every single person looks dumb when they're trying to get into a hot bath.
That's true. That's true. Because you test the water like with your hand. You do the quick in and out with your hand,
and then you got
or
to squat and you just like get your butt
Yeah.
cheeks more. Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody looks dumb trying to get into a hot bath.
What about lifting
Everybody.
a box?
I don't think people look dumb because I think that like the look of strain on your face is a normal.
It's the same thing as what you said about
or opening a jar of pickles.
No, the same thing.
Same thing. It's like just like lifting weights, right?
Yeah, like I would say that. Oh, you know when other people look dumb?
What?
When they're trying to hold back a sneeze.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you look stupid.
That's so true. You really, really do. Another question here: what is something popular now that people will look back on in 5 years and be embarrassed about?
Instagram?
No. You know what people look real dumb doing?
What?
And they still do it now?
What?
Is that floss dance. Remember Backpack Kid?
Yeah.
We made that real popular last year?
Yeah.
Or a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
I think in 5 years, people are going to look back on that and be like, what the hell is that?
What was the question again?
What is something popular now that people will look back on in 5 years and be embarrassed about?
Justin Trudeau.
Oh! Nice hair, though.
I 100% feel that way.
Finally, Brienne asks, if you could sum up your growing up experience as one song, what would it be?
God, again with the songs.
Yeah.
Maury going back to the sad
Shallow.
No, I was gonna say father and son. You know, a silver spoon, little boy blue, and the man in the moon. When you coming home, Dad? I don't know when. We'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time then.
Cats in the cradle
and the silver spoon, little boy blue, and the man in the moon. And then I know the dad's gonna come home and say, "Let's have
that is
lunch
the
now."
saddest song. That's sadder than Shallows and Walking in Memphis put together. That's a terrible song.
I don't know, man. I think you should really call your dad, Frank, and have a conversation.
I was just gonna say.
Like, y'all need to talk some stuff out. I know you have a great relationship now and everything. You guys hang out all the time, but there are some things you really need to talk about, bro.
I think you got some things from when you were young more that you really need to work out with your dad. I really do.
Well, because like he was always just with the ladies and not me.
Yeah, I don't know.
If the door was closed, don't open.
I don't know. Like if you like really, you know, when you grow up in that sort of situation.
But like keep in mind he was 22.
No. But when you grow up in that sort of situation, we know how the story ends, okay? When you grow up in that situation where you're the young guy and you see the person who's supposed to be your shelter, who is supposed to be teaching you things, who is supposed to be looking after you, when that guy sort of neglects you and then just starts going off with women and partying, we know how this ends because we've seen it 100 times in a movie, and they're horror movies, and the guy who was you grows up to murder all those people, right?
But that hasn't happened yet.
Right? You know what I mean? You're sticking a spike through two co-eds at camp who are doing it on a one mattress spring bed, right?
What am I going to be singing Silver Spoons while doing it?
Yeah, like that's what happens. You just see your dad go off. You're in the car.
Little boy blue and the man in the moon.
Yeah.
Oh, when you're coming home, don't know when.
We know how that ends.
You got a song, Roz? One song that
what was the question again?
If you could sum up
how many
your
people has
growing
Maury
up-
killed that we don't know about?
The answer is 27.
Do I have a song that sums up my life?
Yeah. Your growing up experience.
Oh, my growing up experience.
Like pour some sugar on me?
No.
Mrs. Robinson?
Mrs. Robinson.
You know the kid that has an affair with a teacher?
Because I was with a lot of older ladies when I was younger. Yeah, maybe Mrs. Robinson. No, I would say the song that I really identified with a lot when I was younger, or that that really sort of thinks back, when I think back to it, was my youth. Was, God, for a lot of it, I mean, there's a lot of metal in there, but I'm going to say Let's Go Crazy by Prince.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah. You?
All right. Sum up your growing up experience as one song. It would be a song by Ludacris.
Yeah.
Move, bitch! Get out the
Wow.
way! Get out the way, bitch! Get out the way!
Wow.
There you
Really,
go.
huh?
All right, every week, Ask Roz and Mocha on Instagram at Kiss925. You'll see us post a picture. Feel free to load up the comment section with all of your questions. We will try to get to as many as we can, and we'll also invite one of you to join us on the podcast. Feel free to leave a rating and or review, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, wherever it is you download the Roz and Mocha Show podcast from. Thank you very much. Catch you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
Kiss925.com
or on the Kiss 92.5 app.